Good evening. Deep down in the heart of Louisiana, in New Orleans, Moxie Media brings you the APDFL President's Cup, where you have the Port City Vikings versus. I am Derek Colley, along with my good friend Fred Flowers, who have both coaches on the 50-yard line for an interview to talk about the specifics of coming at you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Joe Brown Memorial Park here in New Orleans, Louisiana. It is the APDFL Championship featuring the Columbus Storm and the Port City Knights. I have head coach of the Columbus Storm, Brad Warren, here. To my left, to my right is Rico Ruffin, who leads the Vikings of Port City. Coach, I'm going to start with you. The road here. It was a tough one. Winning the division, not only did you have to win one in overtime, but you had to come back from down 11 with 5 minutes remaining. How does that tell the story of the season and the character of the team getting ready for this game?
They've been facing adversity all year, and they started to believe, they started to buy in, and it showed in that overtime game, and it carried over. When we came down here, we were down 2 scores late. They kept fighting, and I told them, keep fighting, trust the process, good things are happening. They listened. Enrico, we trust was the saying they started saying, so it kind of paid out for us and it got us here, man.
Now, you all have faced some adversity. You've had some injuries. What is the mindset of the team? I got to talk to a couple of the guys earlier. They're very loose. They're ready to go. You have been working on this for the last 3 years, and you are apparently ready to go. How is everybody feeling right now?
Ready to play. Anxious, ready to play. We didn't work, like I said, not just this season. We didn't work these last 3 seasons to get here for nothing. We ready to roll, man. The guys are ready to roll. I'm ready to roll, and couldn't ask for it to be a better opponent than my brother.
Well, I like that, Enrico, we trust. Want to say good luck to you. We're going to go over to Coach Warren. Coach Warren, I had the pleasure of calling the game last year where you guys came away with the victory and a championship. Now, there have been some up and downs this season. Obviously, turnovers have come back to bite you a couple of times in a couple of games, unexpected. How do you get the players back on track in that mindset to understand, hey, we've got a fight on our hands, because you all have met before, and it was a hard-fought, close victory. So what is the mindset going into this game, and how is the Storm prepared going on the road and having to travel such a distance?
We started this in September. When you're a defending champ, you know you're going to get everybody's best shot. Sometimes you get the worst in people, too. So we've had to see a little bit of everything this year. So the playoffs this season, we went through a lot of adversity, and we overcame it. You know, we went to Clarksville 2 weeks ago. It started out bad. We overcame it. But we understand that as a champ, you're going to go through that. And champs persevere. So that's why we're here.
Well, Coach Warren, you know, watching your guys get ready, they appear to be loose. They have this, you know, we've been here before. There's also a danger that comes with that because, hey, we're back in the championship. Do you see that as an advantage or something they really need to be careful of? Because I can tell you, this guy to my right, his guys are ready.
With some of the things we've been through this season, if that happens, then that's my fault. That means the message didn't resonate. Okay, I think we have a mature group because we have a lot of vets that came back from last year. We've been mature enough to overcome a lot of adversity, and I expect that tonight. But we understand the opponent. Port City we've had some wars the last 2 seasons, right? So we expect nothing less than that this time. And Rico, my brother, he's going to have them prepared. We know what they did 2 weeks ago here on this field, and we're aware.
Well, you heard it here, fans. This one is going to be a banger. Will the weather play a factor? The field is wet. The rain is still falling now, even though it was predicted to have ended. Coach, good luck. Want to shake your hand. Guys, shake hands as we get ready for this championship contest. It is the APDFL Championship. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. We're going to take it back up to the top, and my counterpart, Leroy, we'll be back with you in just a few.
Great job, great job. Good to hear from both coaches. It seems like both teams are going to be energetic. It's going to be a wet one. Yes, it's going to be a physical, wet, strong game. We're going to step away, pay a couple of bills. Hey, y'all take a break. We're going to take a break. Enjoy your Kool-Aid. Come back and see us. When you come back, we should have kickoff and ready to go on, all right? See you in a minute. I don't want to talk bad about the Zebras. Hurt my feeling.
All right, fans. Once again, I'm glad to be with you guys here on another Saturday afternoon, bringing you great football action courtesy of Mox Media Productions. I want to give credit to the whole team here. We've been dealing with some adversity today with the weather, had lightning delays, you name it, it has happened. Still waiting for the officials to get here. There have been flash flood watches in the area. Lincoln Moxie. Now that you can actually hear me, and now I've been pantomiming this whole time, I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. We're coming back up off the field. Like I was saying, we had some technical difficulties, and you just got to witness some of that. And now we're straight. We're waiting for the officials to get onto the field, and here they come. We're seeing them coming to the side right now. But there have been some flash floods in the area, so that may have hampered traffic to some extent. We've had some lightning in the area. The field has been saturated, so if you've seen our on-the-field camera, you know exactly what's going on. But I want to give some credit to our production team, Miss Sandra, our field guys, Dr. Lincoln Moxie, and Vernon Hill. They have been doing yeoman work trying to keep the equipment going while dealing with power issues and everything else that comes with wet weather and thunderstorms. And by my side, right here to my left, is Derry Colley, my partner in crime, if you will. Derry, a.k.a. Leroy, a.k.a. brother, my brother. We're glad to have you with us here today, and we're looking forward to having you by my side on other ventures. You know, this game today, you got a returning champion in Columbus. They won last year in the dogfight, and they're expecting one out of Port City. They had the longest travel distance, because Port City's out of Mobile. So how do you see that being a factor? You're coming all the way from Columbus, just inside of the Georgia state line, coming all the way to New Orleans. Meanwhile, you're coming from Mobile. That's like going for a pizza run.
Yes, and I'm going to be honest with you. The travel from Columbus, Georgia, you're looking at roughly, that's almost a 12-hour ride. So if they didn't stay overnight, you're going to have some fatigue maybe the second half, not as much the first half, because in the first half you still be going off pretty much adrenaline, ambition, just the happiness of being in the APDFL President's Cup, So that's going to play a huge factor. Now, just coming from Mobile, you're looking at maybe a 3-hour drive. They was able to sleep in their own beds last night. Some comfortability, I guess the words we're going to use right there. But I do think we may see a fatigue issue, but we may not. But now, if I was the coach, let's just say, it ain't like I coached before, right? But if
I've never known you to coach anything, but have we ever coached together anywhere? I don't know.
But if I was the coach of the Columbus City Storm, all right, I would the first half try to slow the game down. Keep my guys' legs a little fresh. That way they don't get wore out as fast. But if I'm the Port City Vikings, and I know these guys had a 12-hour drive to get to this championship game, to stand in the city of New Orleans. Now, let's don't forget now, the field's going to be wet. So, wet gear, going to add a couple of ounces, a little more weight. So, if I'm the coach of Port City Vikings, myself, I'm ready to hurry up. I'm tempo.
And, you brought up the wet field, and I did ask the coaches about this. Now, Columbus, a couple of games, especially against, I believe it was Chattanooga, they were snake bit by turnovers. Now, everybody knows that a wet football usually equals turnovers.
Correct.
How do you see that being a factor today? Now, it is a turf field, but there's a lot of water out there. And with that being said, here at Joe Brown, in this New Orleans, that rain was supposed to be gone, but Mother Nature's had other ideas, and it's still drizzling a little bit out there. What kind of factor are we looking at?
What a factor I'm looking at, more importantly, it's not going to be actually the players on the field. Now, I'm looking at what type of staff the coaches have on the sideline. Because if you don't have a good ball, as we would call it, or a good coach that can keep that ball dry and ran on the field, Columbus may run into a turnover issue. Because let's look at it again now. They're going to be fatigued. Strength and grips and cramps are going to play a factor. We are going to have a lot of humidity. The rain's going to bring a lot of heat. If you don't have a lot of water, you're going to get cramps. You're going to have certain things that's going to muscle fatigue. That's going to cause issues. So when you start looking at things like that, if you don't have a good ball boy or a good guy to keep that ball dry, but now it also plays to Columbus' factor because what we talked about earlier, we're talking about slowing the game down. So if you slow the game down with a wet field, what's the first thing coming to mind? We're not going to throw the ball. We're going to grind. We're going to play 11 men in the box. We're going to let them big boys eat. We're going to let them wide behinds move the power. Your best 11 versus my best 11. Let's fight for that 1 inch. Let's see what happens.
And speaking of that, Port City has a key injury at the running back spot. Now, this guy's a load. I mean, he is, if you're going down the interstate, he's the one with the big sign and's got a guide that's telling you, watch out. He's injured. So that I can see that being a factor for Port City because they do like to beat their opponents up, and they like to beat them up front. Now, Columbus, they're a championship team. They've been here before, as Coach said. Coach Warren, he said, hey, we've got some veterans coming back. Even with the travel and everything, I think that might lend to them having a bit of an advantage. It's kind of like, for them, what do I have to prove? I can prove to myself that I can do it again.
Right.
Because they've been to the mountaintop. And right now, until somebody knocks them off, they still own the mountaintop. So the President's Cup, right now is still theirs, but there's 60 minutes to play.
Right. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing I want you to think about now. Let's look at it. Tom Brady was a great quarterback, not because of the way he threw the ball, but the way he managed the game. So let's look at that. So you're talking about the top of the mountaintop. You're talking about the top guy. You're looking at exactly the way he managed the game. So if you're managing the game, and you got veterans that's that manage the game, hey, the fatigue issue may get thrown out the window because he knows his guys. He know when to slow the ball down. He know when to speed it up. He know your fine mix matches. So he understands on the certain things that he can do.
Yeah, and something about Port City, one of the things that happened is that they had a couple of games in the playoffs, and what was really neat about it is that they won in overtime, 28-20, okay? And then they had to come back from 11 with only 5 minutes remaining in the game. That's some work. So they're battle-tested. That goes without question. In a game like this, I'm seeing special teams becoming a factor as well. And I've seen a lot of games across it doesn't matter what the league is. It doesn't matter if it's Little League on up. Special teams can come back to haunt you. What kind of factor do you see there?
Well, special teams definitely is going to be a huge issue. Now, let's be honest, okay? Everybody talk about the 12th man. The 12th man is usually your field goal kicker. I'm going to be honest with you. Your punter, if he can flip the field, keep the field flipped, keep it in a positive situation for your defense and a negative situation for other team's offense, along with a great field goal kicker, man, we will see outrageous results. Now, that goes back to one thing that I remember back. Watched the game not too long ago recently, and what I saw was a field goal kicker himself put up 10 points. So you're looking at a 10-point swing by just a field goal kicker by special teams always bring forth an extra issue.
And I definitely believe that. Well, fans, we are about to have quite the showdown. We're going to take a quick break for my guy, Derek Colley. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, fans, you'll notice I've taken off my glasses because I have my other set of eyeballs here. The captains have taken the field, and they've done the roster checks, and we're about to be underway in just a few minutes. So you see the flags being waved down there for Port City. They are ready to go. Port City wearing the black and purple. Columbus in their gold and black. And let's see here, they're explaining the coin toss, so we'll figure out who's going to receive it. And I do not believe that the official intends to flip his phone, so. And as you can see, Columbus also has some players that are injured. They're there in their jerseys, but they're not suited up. But they are on the field as captains. Here for the President's Cup and APDFL action. There's a presentation of the coin. Columbus has selected. Port City has won the toss. And Port City in the black, they are going to defer. Port City on the right-hand side of your screen, Columbus on the left. And we are about to get underway. So, Leroy, how are you feeling about today's game? After all that we've discussed, two well-matched teams. And the irony of it is, if you look at their records, Columbus came in second in their division. Port City third. And they are here in the championship game. It goes to show you, just because you win your division doesn't mean anything's guaranteed.
Hey, home cooking is not always good for you, right?
That's right.
One thing I am looking forward to, and from the warm-ups and looking at some old footage and just knowing a couple of the players, this is going to be a physical game. It's going to be a beat-down, brutal. If you like old-school football, it's going to be the type of game you want to watch. So I'm looking for a very highly competitive team, two highly competitive teams going at it, two highly competitive coaches going at it, and I'm really, really expecting a very, very good game.
Yeah. Well, Kobe Collins back deep. That is number 7 for Columbus, back to receive. Port City going to be kicking it off. So the Vikings kicking it off to the Storm. Number 57 for Port City. That looks to be Clifton Smith. That'll be handling the kicking chores. Well, maybe no. Let me correct myself here. Looking at the position of the official, I had that wrong. That's what I get for jumping the gun. That appears to be Joshua Norwood there lined up to do the kicking. And he is number 19 for the Vikings. That's who you saw stretching out down there. And the fans are starting to trickle in. I can't say that I necessarily blame them for holding on. And make sure that you guys, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Make sure you hit that like, ring that bell, tell family, tell friends, let them know that Moxie Media Productions is bringing you great football action this Saturday evening as the sun sets in the west. Norwood gets the ball set. And there's the kick, and the President's Cup Championship is underway. Number 7 on the return, that is Kobe Collins, and Collins has speed and makes his way around the left-hand side of the field, but there is some laundry already. We have 2 flags on the field, one located at the 38-yard line and another at the 32.
But what you're going to have a holding call at the 35, which is a spot foul. Should push him back by 10 more yards. I'm sorry. Not 35. It's going to be the 38. 38 on the return on the left-hand side. We had a holding call. They're going to back him up, back the storm up 10 yards, and we're going to see exactly where this is going to go.
Yeah, and that was a nice return by Collins, and you really hate to see a penalty on that because what it does is you never want to start your game out like that, but that does happen. You got a guy that's a speedster like that, and you're out there and you're trying to make those blocks, and you get that hand in there and grab a little too much jersey, you're going to get that call.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's real shifty, and he kind of put the blocker in a bad situation. The way he turned off.
So the ball is at the 31-yard line ultimately. Shotgun formation, single man in the backfield, outside of the QB. Number 3, Tino Linson in motion. And there's a quick release. Number 26 gets the grab, and that is Dion Cordell Johnson. And he has been a busy man this year for Columbus, and they count on him a whole lot as he gets to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, it seemed like the opening the play with this guy, that he may be one of the workhorses, one of the most, I guess you could say one of the most dependable guys. A wet field with a swing pass to start the game, that shows a lot of trust.
Well, he does have good hands historically, so we can definitely understand why that trust is there. And you are spot on, Leroy. So here we go. Number 4 sitting back there as well. And guess who it is? Number 26. Speaking of trust, there's Dion Johnson.
Yeah, there you go, off the left end again. But you can tell the field, if you're watching the game, you can tell the field is a little saturated. These guys are still working and looking for traction. They're putting real precaution about the way they're running.
So with the ball at the 36-yard line, it is 3rd down. They're about 5 yards short of moving the sticks. They're going to go 4 wide. Staying in shotgun, Johnson in there in the backfield. And this time they fake the handoff. And number 4 has them fooled, and that is Cedric Morgan Jr. They were certainly looking for Johnson on that one.
Hey, I was looking for Johnson on that one. That was a great play fake. Great play fake.
And you know the golden rule, right? If we can get 4 yards every play, that moves the sticks because all you need is 10.
That's right, every time. 4 and 4 makes 16, right?
4 times 3 is 12.
There you go.
We're not math majors here, fans, but we're certainly having fun, and that one's going to go deep, and he has the open man, and that's nearly picked off. He throws up a rainbow, number 21 in the neighborhood. Let's watch that replay right there. Devontae Dortch.
One thing we're going to definitely say, that was a blessing for the Storm and a curse for the Vikings.
I'm telling you, you can't miss opportunities like that. Watch this as Dortch just gets underneath it and has position on it. The intended receiver, Kobe Collins, has to stop on the route and, almost should have been. Well, he should. Well, could have been if he had a little more air under it. But at the same time, Collins has got to remember, you've become the defender.
That's right.
Because if Dortch holds on to that thing, he had a chance to get back and get a step or two if he'd have been able to get it down. So
yes,
Columbus avoids danger. So here we go again. They're going to try this one more time, putting it in the air. This time they put it on a rope, and that was going to fall incomplete.
Now, I want to touch on one thing. I think we're definitely seeing exactly what we talked about earlier. The
Collins
saturation.
in position again, by the way, over there. So,
but we're talking about the saturation of the field. The ball is slick.
Oh, absolutely.
The ball is slick. It's going through all the players' hands.
But that is some confidence that they're showing right there, willing to put it in the air, and forget the weather. They're wanting to do what they do.
That's right. That's right. But hey, let's not forget the key word you spoke of earlier: turnovers.
That's right. And we nearly saw one. So the ball remains at the 44-yard line. It is third down. And they're going to need to hold 10 to get a first. A little bit of pressure. And that one goes in and out of the hands of number 18, Trey Crittenden. And Crittenden, as a receiver for the Storm, is sure-handed. He doesn't drop much of anything. That wet ball thing might be coming to play here.
Yes. Now let's add one more thing to the wet ball. Now, let's not forget, water and leather makes it just a tad bit heavier.
It absolutely does. It does change the dynamic of the throw as it goes. I mean, we're getting into physics here, but we
right. I mean, we're not math majors, but hey, we know a thing or two.
Well, as long as you and I have been married, one thing we both know is that as long as the money's in the bank and it adds up for the wife, we're good. That's all the math we need, right?
That's right. You got to have Walmart money, right?
I don't even know if I get that. I've been married over 32 years. Nonetheless, Columbus is getting ready to punt. Number 14 gets off a good one. Number 14, Asmund Gillard, gets off a good one. And on the return, number 84 for Port City, and that is Manasseh Johnson. He's going to be met by a host of Columbus defenders. There is a flag, and that block in the back is what appears to have happened.
Yeah, that'll be backing them up. Another speedster running the ball back. Put another blocker in a bad situation. And it wasn't it was a block in the back, but the guy, he was moving so fast he couldn't stop.
Yeah, and, that's the one thing, and you hear this often. When you got a guy that's in full motion and they're going, you always look for a break, but, they say the rules are there for a reason. It's safety. But when you're going full speed, that is hard. I mean, it is hard to stop, especially when you're coming at an angle.
Yes, and on a wet field. Let's not forget a wet field.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't come with anti-lock brakes on turf. It certainly doesn't. So that backs the ball up to the 11-yard line where Port City will have their first opportunity. Now, Columbus has a really stout defense, and that's what they're known for. So let's see what happens here. And they're showing blitz. And there's a pressure, and Columbus is going to swallow them up. The first one to get back there is number 5, Travis Jones, the DB. So let's see what happens here. They were showing blitz, and they did exactly what they wanted to do on that play. And he comes around from the left side and hooks up. And you see him doing the dance. Big 99 back there for Columbus as well, and that's Angel Cantero. So Port City pushed back inside the 10-yard line. And look, another one of those big backs carrying the load. Number 15, he is handing that one off. And I believe that is number 23. So Jay Collins with the handoff to Anthony Scott, the fullback.
And that coach,
and he's going to get it back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's the 11 where it'll be third down. And it's going to be a tough third down, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely. Going to be third down. What is third down and 12 behind the sticks, which we witnessed the first sack of the game. But that coach is shuffling out those running backs pretty good.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, you want to keep everybody fresh. I think they're in a no run situation here, so you have the one man in the backfield. There's an extra blocker, if you will, and he tries to put it up, and it is caught. It is dropped. The ball is on the ground. That pass. No run situation here. So you have the caught by number 5, Mike Rogers. Watch this. And he tries to put it. Collins gets away and gets it to Rogers, and Rogers loses it as he goes down. And ultimately, it's going to be recovered by number 28, and that is Jatarius T.J. Moore. And Columbus has it back. We just talked about turnovers. Yes. And here we are.
And Rogers literally tried to pitch the ball to the guy running by. Backyard ball.
Yeah, you can't do that. And you're in a championship game. That you just don't do. The ball at the 49-yard line.
Right. It seemed like Rogers had his stick and rock on the field with him playing backyard football.
Yeah, I'm surprised at what was going on there. So here we go, 4 wide, shotgun formation, and number 26, I believe, was the ball carrier. Yep.
The workhorse. Number 26
right.
is back.
Johnson once again with the carry.
For some reason, I think we're going to have a
He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he got more than that, he might have moved the nose of the ball by a centimeter.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of 26 today.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
We're definitely going to see a lot of 26.
They love him over there in Columbus, and he has done yeoman work. So now we have got 3 to the right, 1 to the left, shotgun formation. You know who in the backfield. Quarterback trying to find some room, and he is going to get swallowed up. Number 40 will get credit for that one, and that is Christopher Skipwith, the DE. Cedric Morgan Jr. slow to get up after that play.
Yeah, his legs seem to get folded up on him a little bit.
Yeah, and this is not a game where you can afford to lose anyone.
Yeah, now he's a dual threat quarterback, so let's see how that's going to play out later on down the line. That's one of them lingering injuries.
Yeah, and where I'm kind of curious about, when I saw that, sometimes wisdom is the better part of valor. Why didn't he just throw it out of bounds rather than lose a couple of yards? It puts them back at the 49 in their own territory. So it's 3rd and 12 now.
Yeah, the wiser choice would have been to throw it out of bounds. Get it out of his hand and not – oh, here come the blitz.
And that pass is caught off the tip of his fingers. Guess who?
That number 26.
Cordell Johnson gets them out of a jam. Beautiful throw by Morgan Jr. Let's watch this here. As the pressure comes, he gets rid of it, and Johnson bobbles it a little bit, but gets a hold of it and gets a fresh set of downs. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line.
Tip drill, Fred, tip drill.
That's right. And how about that focus? I mean, you got it. His eyes were stayed on that ball to make sure he got it.
Yes, he looked down the gun barrel because he took a shot after he caught it.
So they're spreading it out. They continue to do so. And there's the quick release. And number 18 is going to get that one. Well, number 18, that is Trey Crittenden. He's going to be brought down by number 26, Leroy Ricks. Nice gain on the play. Looks to have gotten about 5 yards out of that one as it puts the ball at the 31. So what do you think about Columbus so far? It seems like they're kind of settling in, trying to develop a rhythm here.
Yes, they are. They're settling in. It seems like fatigue is not going to be an issue with them. They're going to spread the ball and going to go at these guys. I guess they say we got an advantage on the outside.
And there's some motion up front. You got Trip Stack to the left. There's the flag. And it's offsides against Port City. So that's going to move the sticks, and it's going to net a fresh set of downs for the Storm. So at this point, you know, Port City
actually looked tired.
Yeah, and that is surprising. A couple of mental mistakes early, but it's, you know, a lot of football left to play. And here comes number 26. Who saw that coming?
That would be not I. This guy, 26, is ready, came to ball today.
Yeah, Johnson, I'm telling you, he's a special one. He's a special one.
But like we said earlier, I mean, like I was just touching on, Port City looked tired. They really look a little fatigued today.
Now, I'm going to say this because, like I said, they've been the Cardiac Kids in the playoffs.
So,
I mean, we're only 6 minutes, you know, remaining in the first quarter, so, you know, they might look that way. I'm not sure they are that way.
Well,
they may be trying to figure it out, and maybe Columbus is coming with a new wrinkle that they don't know.
But we're not going to put them on life support just yet.
No, way too early for that.
Oh, yeah.
Now, on that play right there, I think the ball was probably thrown a little short. Number 3, the intended receiver, and that is Duke Mahone, and he is another bellwether player for Columbus.
Yeah.
I kind of wondered if he was actually looking at the defender rather than the ball a little bit.
Yeah, that could be a good possibility. But at the same time, for some reason, I think this wet ball is giving his quarterback a little problem. He's missed a couple of passes. That ball is a little heavy, a little slick, so I don't think his arm strength is used to this weight just yet. I give him a little while longer. I think he'll probably change. I think things will pick up a little better for him.
Yeah, ball's at the 17-yard line. We got trips wide to the right. They give it to Johnson, and he's going to get stacked up. And let's see who comes out the bottom of the pile, and there's the big man right there coming up out of it. And his jersey completely twisted around. That is number 8, Norman Green, the defensive tackle. And, you know, legend has it that, you know, at the Thanksgiving table, nobody challenges him.
Looking at his shirt up underneath the jersey, yeah, I don't want to challenge him neither. I think it'll be cheaper to clothe him than feed him.
That might be true.
I'm just going to be honest.
We'd have to interview his parents and ask about that one.
No, because if he's that big, I don't want to see them.
All right, direct snap. Number 18, that is Crittenden carrying it. Normally at the wide receiver spot. And he's saying that it's a fresh set of downs. And they got it. So it's 1st and 10 with the ball at the 15. So they got what was needed.
And I'm starting to see a pattern here. The Storm is actually not running inside or directly outside. They're actually getting right off that tackle.
You know, and that's the thing. You know, you see all these spread offenses and RPOs. You don't see a whole lot of off tackle or counters, and there's a false start there for sure, and that's exactly what it signaled.
But I see both coordinators, offensive and defensive, starting to settle in. The defensive coordinator for the Vikings are actually starting to settle in. They're realizing that right now the passing game for the Storm is really not there. So they're starting to settle in on the inside and force them outside. So we're actually going to see how this is going to play out.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting because if you look back at Johnson and the catch that he did get, you know, he bobbled that thing. I mean, he stayed focused, and that's what you want, but he did have to kind of come to grips with it. So Columbus staying spread out, and, you know, it's not oftentimes you say a penalty could possibly help you, but and look at this right here. I mean, Johnson just trying to impose his will.
Yes, and if we go back and look at that formation, that Port
number
City,
0, that is Rashawn Kidd for Port City that brought him down.
Yeah, once we look at this formation that the Port City Vikings are in defensively, once they set up, I want you to take a look at it for me, Fred, because I don't have my glasses on, to be honest with you, but I'm counting 8 to 9 men inside the box. No safety. The safety's walking down and playing an extra linebacker.
Well, and that tells you they're not worried about the pass. They're worried about stopping Johnson. Now, they did have the penalty, and usually that gives you room for passing down there. But, they got 4 yards back out, so it's at the 16-yard line right now, second down. Yep, it goes into double coverage, and that is picked off. Not a surprise there. And he runs it out of the end zone. Number 2 breaks the tackle, stays on his feet. He continues to move, trying to wake his way through traffic before he is bopped out of bounds by number 71. Fernando Wilson picks it off, and watch him boogie his way, getting some good yardage after the pick to put Port City in good field position.
Now,
Bryant, number 71, getting a hand on him to drive him out of bounds. That was he threw it into double coverage, and I mean, it was tight double coverage.
yes, but you know something? I like the double coverage. It was tight double coverage. But one thing I want to touch on, that interception goes to the defensive front. You had 7 men in the box, and they was bringing the pressure. The quarterback threw the ball to save his life. He didn't throw the ball because he was open. He threw the ball to save his life.
But it's moments like that you have to make those smart decisions. You got to be able to look downfield and say, hey, if I put it there, what's going to happen? Now, yeah, I mean, if they get it, it makes nice for the highlight reel. But now the ball is sitting at the 33-yard line, and Port City has it. We're sitting 0-0 with 2 minutes and some change remaining in the first quarter.
Well, he probably thought that was 26 again.
Maybe. And look at this out of the backfield. I mean, he jets out of there, and he gets a bath on the sidelines. That's number 22, Edrin Houston, the scat back for Port City.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of water on these sidelines, so a lot of people are going to be getting a bath.
Yeah, we got one a little earlier.
And so the ball is going to be spotted right at the 37-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, so it's a tough 4 yards for Port City. And there's some movement up front. And it's a false start. So the 4-yard gain is negated. And the ball is going to go back to the 32-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and 11. Now, Columbus, known for their stout defense, it'll be interesting to see, Port City has a lot of speed. They have speed. It'll be interesting to see how they use it. They got a 2-back set, 3 wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, shotgun formation, and blitz is shown by Columbus. Fakes to give. Number 15 puts it up. And that pass is broken up right at the last second. Let's go to the replay. Number 6, Joseph Ray saving the touchdown. Number 15, Jay Collins had the man in position. Didn't have enough zip on the ball. It just hung out enough to allow the defender to get in there and break it up. And that one's going to go to the house in my mind if it had been complete.
And to be honest with you, that number 5 is showing some speed. He's been open on 3 passes up the sideline.
Yeah. They need to keep an eye on Rogers.
Yeah, they want to keep somebody over the top of this guy. He's about to blow the roof off of this thing.
So we're going to go 4 wide. They're going to go 3 to the right. So it's trips right, single man to the left, shotgun formation. There's a single back in the backfield. He has plenty of time. Look at this right here. And that one is going to be thrown low. Number 15, Jay Collins, basically points that one into turf. There was no way anybody was going to get that one.
You're correct about that. No one is in the vicinity of that one.
So that'll bring up 4th down. So it's 4th and 11, and 45 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and we're scoreless. So give us your thoughts, Leroy. What do you think thus far in the game? I mean, we've seen some mistakes.
Yes, quite a few mistakes. But I'm seeing some pretty decent defense. All mistakes have been forced. So that wasn't just given mistakes. These defenses are coming to play. The field hasn't been flipped. We basically stayed in the same 20 yards the entire field, the entire game so far.
What if I told you the first time these two teams met this season, I believe that was May the 3rd, 9-6. Columbus coming away with the victory. 9-6. Port City. Turnovers making the difference. And we have a timeout on the field, and we're going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
He's going to lose again.
All right, we are back as we get ready for the punt. Back deep. Number 6, Joseph Ray. And the ball takes a hop, but there's a flag. It's blocked. So let's see what the replay brings us while we're waiting to find out what the penalty is. I guarantee it appeared it may have been offsides. But if it goes against Port City, see, there's the motion right there. And that was blocked by number 21 for the Storm, and that is DJ Moore. But that penalty is going to go against Columbus.
Yeah, that was offsides on the interior guy, the one left of the center.
Yep. So the motion you saw on the replay was there, but it was not caused by any kind of movement on the part of Port City. Nonetheless, it remains 4th down. So they're going to try this one more time, and things come out a lot better. It's a high hanging punt, and it's going to go out of bounds somewhere around the 35-yard line. Let's see where they spot it, and. Well, you know, if it was a roulette wheel, call me lucky because that's exactly where he spotted it.
Right at the 35. I don't know, man. They got casinos down here with me. I had to go.
I'm not allowed to spend money. I told you I've been married over 32 years. I got grandkids now.
Hey, me too. Which I want to do is give a good shout out to my grandkids at the house. I know they're not watching the game because they're probably crying to get on their parents' nerves. But, hey, love you. Y'all keep making them mad. Do me a favor.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Naima, Dart, and Uniah. Those are my buddies. I think they're the ones that actually keep me sane when dealing with my adult children.
Oh, yeah. And let me say my name as well. It's Mike, Messiah, Malachi.
Oh, so you rolling with 3. You're on 3 deep too, huh?
Yeah, man. 3 and 3.
There you go. All right, so let's see what Columbus does now as they got a 4 receiver set. And that pass is going to splash out of bounds. Pressure being brought.
Well, like we said, there's been a lot of turnovers in this game.
Number 95 for Port City, that is Artie Johnson, the defensive tackle, getting in the backfield there.
But one thing I do want to touch on there, Fred, we just want to let you know, and I want to ask your opinion on it. That punt, I think that punt was actually maybe the best play of the game. It just flipped the field.
Thus far, yes. Thus far, I would say it is. I mean, and special teams, you know, we talked about that earlier in a game like this. Field position is going to probably be the most important factor in the game, and special teams will have a huge part in that. So they're 4 wide once again, 3 to the left, 1 to the right, and they're going to take it right up the middle. You know who, of course. Number 33, Hill for Port City with the stop, and that is Emmanuel Hill. I think everybody knows Mr. Johnson's name by now for Columbus.
Mr. Workhorse.
That's right, Deion Cordell Johnson getting it done. And that is the end of the first quarter. So, fans, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Thank you for hanging in there with us. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media, here with Leroy Colley, bringing you the APDFL championship game, the Commissioner's Cup. We'll be right back. right. We're coming back out of halftime. It was a rough first quarter.
Yes.
That was rough. Let's see if flipping the field makes a difference here. It is third down. They're going to need about 7 yards to get a first. QB has a little bit of time and puts too much zip on that. And I think that was number 10, the intended receiver. That is Chance Rankins. I can appreciate the confidence Columbus has in passing the ball, but I'm not sure that that's the answer right now.
No, because right now I could be miscorrect, but he only has one completion, which was an immaculate catch by number 26.
That's right. Johnson got it in his hands and focused on it and held on to it.
And one interception. I think at some point you're going to have to abandon that run or find better routes to get it more comfortable.
Well, if you're going to commit, you commit. But here we go as we get ready for the punt. They got two back there, one shallow, one deep. One is number 84 back there, and that is Manessa Johnson. And that one's going to take a hop, and that's going to be downed by Columbus. And honestly, if Johnson gets a hold of it, he is fast. So good work by Columbus getting down there. And like I said, if you're on special teams, that's part of it too. Now get it, rather than letting them have an opportunity to return it, down it.
Down it. That's right. You got to keep it out your playmakers' hands. I mean, the way this game is going, it's been a defensive struggle. Last thing you want to do is give up an unforced error or momentum switch. Momentum change. Because, special teams can do that.
Well, with that puts the ball at the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And I'd be interested to see, with the flip of the field and see what kind of adjustments they made in between the quarters. So you've got two receivers to the right.
Now let's look for
that formation 5. Is strong. The strength of the formation to the right. There's a flag. I think we know what that is. You can tell the fans what to expect there, Leroy.
Yeah, that's going to be a holding call.
And it's getting walked back.
Now, one thing I think we need to take a look at every time they break the huddle. Let's find number 5 for Port City.
Yeah.
I got a feeling number 5 maybe we'll just say the X factor of this game right now.
Oh, yeah. He, as I like to say, he's lurking about somewhere.
Yes.
So they, the ball's at the 21-yard line now. And now that you're sitting there and you're the 1st and 20. Okay. Let's put one down the field. Let's see what happens. The formation doesn't necessarily dictate that. But let's see what happens. And they're going to run it. And they take that one to the splash pad on the other side of the field. As big number 0, Rashawn Kidd. And he's going to take a bath on the other side.
And like you spoke on earlier, both defenses are playing very, very physical in this static game.
Oh, absolutely. 4-yard gain on the play. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 16. Yeah, the defenses aren't just letting whatever happen.
And look who's at the bottom of your screen.
Not surprised there. Here he goes. Here, number 15 looking. There's some pressure. The intended receiver, number 2, Fernando Wilson. Collins trying to find anybody open. Does not. So that'll bring up 3rd down. And that 16 looks really long right about now.
Oh, yes. And if you notice, they just swapped balls. So let's find number 5 again. Because he really was open on the post on that route.
And he was, and that's one of the things the quarterbacks have got to do. They got to sit back there and settle down and scan the field.
Yes.
I'm seeing what, and if you tell me if you're seeing it too, they're kind of getting in a lane, and they're like this with horse with blinders on. They just laser lock on that target. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. They're tunnel vision right now.
QB under pressure, trying to find his way out, manages to escape, puts it up. There is a flag. So whatever happened there is not going to matter. The pass is caught. And I believe that was guess who?
What, number 5?
That was number 5, but unfortunately for him, there it is. And I'm trying to, did he indicate a personal foul?
Yes, a personal foul. Seemed like it was going to be hands to the face. And the Storm declined it, which I don't blame them.
I don't blame them. I mean, now it's 4th and 16. I mean,
4th and 10, roughly?
Well, it's about 4th and 16, so apparently the pass did not get completed. But, you know, at this point, you kind of know. It looks like that one's coming back. Yeah, no, they took that penalty.
They took the penalty to force them back again. Which, in hindsight, that was not a bad idea because you did flip the field.
Yeah.
Let's force them back a little bit farther and play a little field position.
Oh, yeah, like I said, that makes a difference in special teams. I mean, that's the smart look. So, number 6, Joseph Ray, back deep for Columbus. You got number 5 back there as well. And I believe that's Travis Jones lurking about. Shallow, and they've also got number 1 sitting back there, and that's Teddy Gibson. Let's see which way that punt goes, and that one has a good shot, and there's a flag. And there's a helmet popper right there. Now
Yes.
we got 2 flags.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a targeting call.
Yeah, that is target. Let's look at that replay right there.
That is
So
definitely
on the
gonna be-
return is Joseph Ray, and watch. There's a helmet popper. And we're going to take an injury timeout, and we'll be right back. All right, fans, we had a rough situation on the field. We had to take the injury timeout. You saw that shot, and what developed afterwards during the timeout was you had a scrum on the field as, obviously the Port City players were not taking kindly to that helmet popper of a shot that their player took. And so the officials have had to sort it out. There's going to be some discussion on the field. We don't know where the ball is going to end up at this point as there were a number of players involved. So we'll just have to see how that shakes out. There was a penalty right at as the punt was being received. So you've got that, if that even matters right now. So when you have situations like this, you've got two teams very familiar with one another, high-stakes game. Break it down, Leroy.
You're going to have testosterone. We'll call it what it's called, testosterone. These guys are going to be amped up. They already played one time before. One feel like they deserve this one more than the other. So at that present time right there, what you just saw was a guy, and I hate to say it like this, that was a get-back shot, a tone setter. That's, as you would say, the dog of the team. He delivered the dog shot. Let's try to get some more intensity into my Port City players because, like we said earlier, they was playing a little dead, a little bit lackluster on emotions. That woke them up.
Oh, I bet it does. Now, the thing with that is that, keeping your head in it during all of that. You got 11 guys on the field. The hat trick is not being the hothead that feels like you got to get the payback.
And see, that's where the connection is going to be. Who's going to keep their temperatures under control?
Well, we're about to find out. And you could say the same, as far as Columbus goes. Because, like I said, these two teams, Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And throw both creeds in there as well. As these two teams have faced each other before. They know each other, and they have a ton of respect for one another. But, man, the energy is about to be turned up. They say the knob goes up to 10. Watch it get turned to 11.
Yes, it's this game.
Okay, let's see here. The officials are sorting it out. So we've got an offsides, and that's declined. So you got a personal foul, and that's a shot to the head, targeting against Columbus. So the penalty against Columbus for being offsides is declined. The targeting call is accepted. So
now
we'll see what that ball ultimately ends up.
Now, here's the funny part. It seemed like they're giving the ball back to Port City. Which, if that's a dead ball foul.
Right.
If that's a dead ball foul on the targeting call, Columbus should have the ball.
Well, and what I'm wondering is this, is because, how well they're coming back. I'm trying to figure out what they're doing here because they're going left as you're looking on your screen, fans.
Well, let me dig into my bag of tricks. I think I just figured it out. It was 4th down and 4.
Correct.
Nope, that's not right. Because it was fourth down and 12.
It was 4th down and forever.
Right.
It was 4th and forever.
So the offsides shouldn't have given them the first down.
Nope.
And dead penalty foul shouldn't give them the first down.
Nope. Yeah, it was longer than 4th and 12 because they had the penalty that Columbus accepted that actually pushed the ball further. Remember, we were talking about field position and how that would be a better advantage on the punt.
So it should have been 4th down and at least 4th down and 10 if they accepted the penalty.
Yeah, so here comes that math major thing again.
Yes. Hey, my son told me one time, Dad, your math ain't mathing.
Yeah, I've heard that one as well. So,
but yeah, I don't understand how Port City got the ball back.
I think that's what Coach Warren and that's what they're discussing right now. I guarantee you, they're trying to say, hey, wait a minute, now something seems to make sense.
No, they still have the ball. They just moved the ball up 30 yards.
I mean, it makes sense backing Columbus up, but would they not have possession? That's my question.
It definitely be Columbus ball. But I mean, we're in the booth, so we're on the outside looking in like everybody on the TV as well.
And look, we're human. I'm not going to claim to know every rule in the book right off the top of my head. I do know that the league plays with the NCAA rules. So, and with different leagues, you have certain things, and there may be something we're not aware of, but generally I would have expected that, like you said, it's dead ball foul.
Right. So I mean,
so here comes the Vikings, and they're going straight up the middle. Host of defenders on that stop in yellow jerseys. 0, Rashawn Kidd, the ball carrier. Don't you like those games that have those bizarro moments that you kind of like, it's like a Rubik's Cube, you kind of like, what just happened?
right. And
The ball's at the 41-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 4. And the ball carrier gets room, and there goes Rashawn Big Zero Kidd. The ball's at the 41-yard line. Watch Rashawn Kidd, and it appears he bounces right off a Columbus defender. There he is on the ground, and he keeps on going. Now, he's not going to win any foot races, but he's going to get plenty for you. And there is a flag on the field. So they got a sideline warning.
Well, that blindside block from Columbus has woken up Port City.
And you said it. So that ball goes to the 3-yard line. So we're looking at goal to go. And I would not be surprised if Port City punches it in from here with 10:52 remaining in the first half of play.
Yeah, it's been a tough journey for Port City right now. But it seems like they got their momentum going now.
And Big 44, they run him up the middle. And, you know, they're going to do that a lot. They're going to look to try to just flat beat up. That's Jarius Bush. And he normally plays linebacker. But they're going to just try to pound Columbus and tenderize them.
Yes, don't
and
seem
wear
like,
them down. So we'll see.
doesn't seem like Port City like to do anything fancy.
No, they're a meat and potatoes team. I mean,
It's low.
they're not a lot of flash and dash, but they find ways to get it done.
Yeah, it's
They
just,
always just seem to find a way to get it done, and they've caught some breaks to get there. And they caught one there, but that's at the hands and at fault of Columbus. Now look at that stack. And they're bringing the weight. The ball's on the ground. And they're going to – there's a tush push if there ever was one. So
Yes.
that is a touchdown. And let's watch the replay. And great work by our on-the-field cameraman, Vernon Hill. Look at this right here. All those big bodies. And the ball is on the ground, and it's almost like Columbus froze when they saw it. There was an opportunity there to get it. And look who gets a ride into the end zone. That's number 15, Jay Collins, the quarterback. And they're going to go for the points, it looks like, versus just trying to split the uprights. So they're going to go for the conversion. And our on-the-field camera right there to bring you to action. If we could go to, well, here we go. Let's see how this works. And there it is. And, I mean, who was going to stop him? That is Rashawn Kidd punching it in.
yes,
And it is now 8-0 with 9:23 remaining in the first half.
And like you said, the Vikings are a meat and potatoes type team. Nothing flashy, just straight downhill. Straight down here. Was just amazing.
Yeah, and you know, we had talked about, you know, Columbus is spreading out, trying to pass it, and now we're seeing the exact opposite out of Port City. Well, we see what's happened. Now, granted, they caught quite the break, and you had a big run by Rashawn Kidd. Do you see that as I wouldn't call it a momentum changer just yet. Columbus has been here before. They didn't get a championship by accident, but it does make a statement.
You are correct. You are definitely correct. I wouldn't say a momentum shift just yet. Right now, I think they're playing more or less on, I guess we could say enthusiasm. You know, everybody's still pumped up on the adrenaline from that blindside block.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So, let's just see exactly how this is going to play out.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, it wasn't like they just completely mashed.
No, they didn't just run over them.
Right.
They had to earn it.
Right. The Storm gave up. That was just 2 big plays.
Oh, yeah.
2 big plays.
Kobe Collins back deep to receive for Columbus. And we're coming to you from the Joe here in New Orleans, Louisiana. The storms have moved through, and we got a beautiful sunset that we actually have the blessing to actually observe. It's always a wonderful thing looking at what God does when he paints the sky, especially after a storm. It's just some of the most beautiful things you could ever see, and we've got a great view here in New Orleans. The temperature has settled down, and the field is drying out for what it's worth. And there's a kick. It's a line drive. And that was going to be returned by number 28, and he skips his way through a couple of defenders on the return, but he'll get across the 40-yard line, and that is number 28, Moore, who gets that, and that's T.J. Moore on return.
I just had a crazy thought.
What's that?
I'm looking at this guy right now, and you know what it remind me of?
What's that?
The guy that used to be on PBS. I put a little tree right here.
Bob Ross?
I put a little tree right here. Like a portrait. Just beautiful sky.
You know what that kind of says? You know, that maybe just be it. Hey, Columbus, relax.
Slow it down a tad bit.
Relax. You know, and here they go. They're going to go 4 wide. They're going to run what they brung.
And like we said earlier, so far,
Johnson in the backfield.
Throwing the ball has not been their forte tonight.
Morgan at QB in shotgun. He has some time, puts it up deep, and he has the time, and he has the man. And that pass is complete to number 7, Kobe Collins. In the backfield.
Throwing the ball has not been their forte tonight.
Morgan at QB. Well, he has a flag, though. Let's see. Wait a minute. Puts it up deep, and he has the time, and he has the man. And there you see the catch by Collins. Oh, a personal foul. You know that's going to be declined. That ball now sitting at the 23-yard line. They're not going to bother with that.
Now, I'll be honest now, that's the first pass, the first good pass that quarterback is through tonight.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, if he had just puts a little more shallow, a little more mustard on it, Collins has an opportunity to get into the end zone and take it to the house.
And that's the second time.
Yeah.
Because in the first series, he had the same opportunity.
Well, they tacked some more onto the end of it, so there's that. I saw them waving their hands about declining, but they tacked on to the end of it, so there's that. There's a quick release. And there's some miscommunication there on the route.
Yeah, somebody ran the wrong route or somebody thought the wrong route.
Yeah, Morgan put it up, and the only thing that was there was a black jersey. And so they avert disaster. And they're in the red zone, so they don't want to waste this opportunity. We're having about 8 minutes remaining in the first half.
And like you said, this is a huge opportunity at this time.
Oh, yeah, you got to answer back because points are going to be at a premium. And if you don't cash in when you have the opportunity, you're going to find a well of regrets going in at halftime, not being able to, match them blow for blow. So let's see what happens here. 26 gets it, but he Tries to get away, and he's going to be wrapped up, and I'm going to give credit for that one. Let's see. They're all dancing back there. But number 33 got a hold of that leg and that shoestring and made sure that his help could come. Number 33, that is Emmanuel Hill, the defensive end. So the ball's going to go back to the 15. So a loss of yardage on the play makes it 3rd and 12.
And let's not forget now that the Storm received the opening kickoff. Received the first kickoff.
That's correct.
So that means Port City gets it out to halftime.
That's correct.
This could be a huge swing in the game.
And that is why you got to make the most of that opportunity because, you know, if you don't go in with a score here, and this time they keep it on the ground. Now Morgan, I thought that was Morgan that was carrying it. It was not. That was number 18. And that is Trey Crittenden. And we've got injury timeout, and we're going to take a quick break and be right back. All right, it is 4th and it looks like 4th and 10 based on the down and distance marker right there with the sticks. So they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it wide, and I guarantee you Port City's going to bring everything but the kitchen sink and somebody else's leftover dishes, and that pass is batted down immediately. It never had a chance. So let's see what Port City does here. Now, with that being said, Columbus's defense has an opportunity to play smart. One, they have to make a sure tackle. They cannot let those guys get the extra yardage. But if they can wreak havoc in the backfield, bring that pressure, and now, remember, and can take control of number 5. Make sure Rodgers ain't going all over the place.
You got a chance. But here's the key. Here's the key. Let's look at this. 6:57 left in the half. Port City played ball control. That's all they've been doing is downhill running. Clock will generate. The Storm's got to use them timeouts. Can't take them home with you now.
That's right.
Save that run. Save 26 some time. I'm not going to say the quarterback, but save 26 some time.
Well, I think the key though is they're always in spread. They, you know, if you put Johnson back there, if you're running 4 or 5 wide, who's blocking?
But the thing is, Port City is bringing blitzes, so you need to set up draws, strings, and swing passes.
So like what we just saw right there, you know, Port City still attacking the underbelly of the defense. That's Rashawn Kidd. He's going to be met by a ton of yellow jerseys. Now that big man right there, I think that's number 41. That is not a 6. That is not a house drawn on the back of his jersey. That is a 4.
A stretch 4.
Right. James Young, the defensive tackle, swallowed up that ball carrier and slowed that down. But, you know, they got 2 out of it. And you see right there, I mean, and right there, that's what I'm talking about. Number 33 will get credit for that stop, and that is Deshaun Johnson. And we've got a timeout on the field, I believe. So the officials wave the hand, and you hear the whistle. So I guess not, because you had an official down there on the field indicate that, but that's not what's happening.
Yeah, I think they had a miscommunication.
Oh, that happens all the time, my friend. I think you and I both understand that just as much as anybody else.
Oh, yes.
And that ball is at the 13-yard line. It is third down. They're going to need about 10 yards, so pretty much back at the original line of scrimmage. And they haven't got anybody out wide. And that play just kind of dies right there. And the Storm doing exactly what we talked about. And there's 5 minutes remaining. Ball only gets to the 15, brings up fourth down. Now, I ask you this. Why would I get trying to soften up the middle of the defense. But you need to get those yards and eat that clock knowing that you get the ball back. Why not attack the edges?
Well, definitely attack the edges. I'll definitely get outside, but I wouldn't throw the ball. Quarterback hasn't been doing a great job throwing the ball. Let's be honest. Only wide receiver that you really had a possible that's been doing actually good is number 5. Now, would I try to play action with a swing route? Maybe. Okay? A play action up underneath, throw it out in the flex to the fullback. Possibly. But something to get that ball moving. Right now, the Storm biggest issue right now is going to be that clock. It is not the actual Port City.
And that's a nice punt. And that one's going to hop out of bounds. Well, I thought it made it out there, but it didn't. May as well have, though. On the return, number 6, Joseph Ray. Well, I would figure that, hey, we're going to run a counter, we're going to run off tackle. Even if you're running it, you're just not going up the middle. You're trying to get, hey, let me get 3, maybe 4 yards. Do what we can to keep the chain. Trying to punch them in, and there's a flag on the field. And so there, Columbus is a team that doesn't mind that kind of brawl. Right. So if you know that, don't just keep going up there. Get the yards. That's just get the yards. They're sitting back there looking at you in your formation saying, come on.
Right. And maybe let's say maybe
there's something going on down the field we're trying to get sorted out. And our on the field man saying that Port City may have the ball and it's a first down. Don't know what happened or how it happened.
And I'm wondering myself. I don't know what a flag actually went down at. All right, we have the information. There's illegal participation on Columbus.
So too many men on the field.
Right. It was 4th and on the 5. Illegal participation is automatic 15 yards.
Well, and that is a foolish penalty. That is just there's no getting around that. That's the kind of mental mistake that blows opportunities up, and that's exactly what that just did.
Yes, and trust me, I guarantee the coach is going to have something to say about that at halftime.
And that's one of the things, and if you saw that pregame interview, it's like, hey, these guys have been there before. How do you avoid the mental mistakes? Right now you got 2 big ones, or a couple of big ones on, Columbus, namely the headshot issue. And right now, they're not making tackles, right on the first contact.
Right, and hand tackling these big backs is not going to work.
No, absolutely not. And, yeah, if you got to have a guy that gets touched 4 or 5 times before you bring him down, that's tough sledding.
I'll be honest with you. I wish we had our
Anthony Scott, the ball carrier.
If our stat guy was with us, I would love to know what the yak is right now. The yards out of contact.
Absolutely.
I would love to know what the yak is.
I would love that as well. Hey, Rod, if you're watching, shoot us a message or something. Tell us what you think, because you're watching this as well. And there's another flag. We saw that one fly in from far, far away, and that tells me there's holding, and that's exactly what the call is. So take that play and trash it.
But with that being said, that holding call actually works to Port City's advantage. Think about it. You back up 10 yards, replay that down.
It does. Clock
continues to move.
So, and I'm sure they're more than happy to grind it out.
That's right.
So,
because they get the ball back after halftime.
That's right. Now, would they want to punch it in? Do they want to go in two scores up on them? You better believe they do. They know how dangerous the Storm is. And right now, the Storm they just don't look like the Storm that we typically see. Now, the Storm had a couple of games this season where they made a number of mistakes, and they found themselves in a real, real bad way. So I want to point out a couple of things as it relates to the Storm. And they put it up. And that one is nearly picked off. No interference calls on that one. Both players jockeying for the ball. Number 28 did a nice job defensively. That is T.J. Moore.
Which was a perfect call. Neither one of them was trying to gain advantage. Both was playing the ball. So that was a great call. The official made the perfect call on that.
Yeah, and hey, what do they say? Sometimes you just got to let the guys play.
That's right.
You got to let them play.
That's right.
Now, I want to bring up a couple of games, from this season that the Columbus Storm lost. One of them was against the Clarksville Chiefs, and they lost that one 31-7. Turnovers and mistakes set them back. The other one that they lost, 33-6. Turnovers and mental mistakes, if you were to watch that game. So it'll be interesting to see what adjustments are made at halftime. He pulls it back down, puts it up, has a wide open man, and he has it. That is going to be a fresh set of downs. Number 2, that is Fernando Wilson. Watch this. Collins puts it deep up in the air. No one in the neighborhood. The only thing that brings down Wilson is the turf. And it is 2 minutes and some change remaining in the first half. What do you see happening on this how this half ends?
What was you saying before the play was said? Mistakes. Turnovers and mistakes. That was a pure busted coverage.
2 defenders, no less.
Yes.
2 defenders.
No one was in 20 yards of that guy. Somebody dropped the ball.
Yeah. And so we have a timeout on the field. And it looks like that one was taken by Port City. We're going to take one as well, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Leroy, my gosh. Derry, if you will, please explain to the fans in my Ricky Ricardo voice. Please plan no say what happened to make the play go the way it did.
Well, let's be honest, okay? All right, let's explain exactly what's going on. This is what happened. Now, in that route, there was a corner route by the slot receiver. The Storm was in the coverage too. The cornerback sat down. The safety lost him. He didn't track him over the top. Left the guy wide open. We was talking about earlier, mistakes. The mistakes. The cornerback had to sit down because he had an underneath route. So he had to honor the underneath route. So that means the safety had to pick it up on the back end, which, like we said once again, bad communication and mistakes. Now, me, myself, personally, Coach Fred, I promise you, that defensive coordinator is going to tear in some rear ends at halftimes.
Oh, I'll guarantee it. I fully expect that them bleachers over there to be rattling where they sit over them locker rooms. So we're going to go back to the field. Yeah, and Coach Warren is really good at getting his guys settled down. And look at this right here. I mean, that tailback is taking players for a ride, even if it's going in the wrong direction. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to bring down one. That being Rashawn Kidd.
I don't know if you can call that a
And
tailback.
even then, he's still going to gain a couple out of it.
Yeah.
Because of forward progress.
That's not a tailback.
No, that's a freight train.
Bingo. That's a big guy.
And if you think about this, Port City has a guy that's on the sideline injured. They call it a bowling ball.
And if he's bigger than that, that's a whole kill. Was a kill optimal?
I guess so. Now you've heard me use terms in games and everything saying they're going bowling. Well, right now they're doing some pin knocking.
Yes, they are.
You know,
they're using them as crash test dummies.
So the Storm's going to take a timeout. We're going to take one as well. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and I'm telling you, Port City is just lining it up, and it's just almost like they're daring them to do something. And look at that right there on the fade, and that was going to be broken up. Number 10 at the right place at the right time. All right, we are back. And that is Deontay Red Williams. Watch this here. Guess who's there? Number 5. They're sending out Mike Rogers on the fade. And not only did Deontay Williams have an opportunity to pick that off, because you'll notice what happened is, and a receiver's supposed to do this, Roger becomes the defender.
Yeah, the funny part is that play right there, that play route there, let's be honest. I'll be honest with you. The offensive coordinator for Port City has found something. He has found something out on the outside. I don't know exactly what it is, but he has definitely found something over here because he's going to the same spot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's trying to find those weaknesses, and he's trying. And that's what you do. You keep poking away and trying to catch him sleep at the wheel. Now you saw the busted coverage. If that happens like back, what they say, first time shame on you, second time shame on me.
But that was the 4th time.
Well, that's true.
That was the 4th time. So
there's a lot of shame to go around.
there you go. It's the coordinator, the position coach.
So that ball is sitting right there at the 24-yard line. It is third down and delay of game. So that's why that ball moved backwards. We're under a minute remaining. And these teams, like I said, give me Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in both Apollos. And that's what you've seen here. But I would say the momentum shifter, as you stated, was that headshot.
Yes.
Port City's playing with a different energy. The score doesn't tell it all, and that play is going to be blown dead. False start. So that'll cost them another 5 yards. And, it's kind of funny. We're sitting there in Port City. It's got the moment, and all of a sudden, now they're going backwards.
Right. I mean, both head coaches going to have something to talk about at halftime.
Oh, absolutely. Ball at the 29-yard line now, and it is third down, and let's say it's a long ways. So
now, here's the funny part, and we was just talking about earlier.
It's third and 18, fans, just so you know.
The coaches for Port City offense has really found something on this corner route. And they've run it with number 5 quite a few times. They came back and scored, possibly scored with number 2.
Right.
So it's something they see from the sideline.
Yeah, and and there you go. Nice work by the Columbus defense. Let's see who that was that's going to get credit for that one. That's number 33 who's going to get that sack, and that is Deshaun Johnson, the DT, defensive tackle, if you will. Now, although they're going to get the ball back and the Storm's going to take a timeout, although Port City's going to get the ball back at the half, momentum is momentum. If you go into halftime positive, you go in, you have some positive, you close out the half positive. Yeah, there's some things that's going to go on that whiteboard as they're explaining it to you. And there's some position coaches that's going to be gnawing on some ears. But if you go in there with something positive, how do you use that signal to yourself as, hey, here's how we're going to play?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think this last 37 seconds of this half could possibly change the game. Like you said, a momentum shift. If the Storm can steal the momentum, get something positive, come back out, the game, hey, they may not have it the beginning of the second half, but they can force something. But now Port City put their foot on their throat, the game could be over.
Well, right now they found themselves. They're back at the field. They're in fourth and a long way.
New York. Fourth in New York.
Yeah, I'll say fourth in New York. Not quite fourth in Seattle.
But yeah, about fourth in New York.
So the ball's at the 35-yard line. And, the crazy thing is it's not really in a punt territory, so they're going to go for it. And it's one of those situations where they're going to go for all the marbles. Now, look at this formation you have here. You have 5 wide. You got 4 receivers to the right, basically straight up at the line of scrimmage, and 1 wide to the left.
Question is, who is the left receiver? Because if
it's not number 5.
Yeah, I'll put number 5 over there if it was me. Or my highest jumper.
But that is number 85.
Well, he may be the highest jumper. And he's getting called over by the coach.
And that is Andrew Dennis.
Now, like you say, it's fourth down and forever. You can't punt it because it may go in the end zone, get the ball on the 20.
Right.
Or you can't kick a field goal because you're too far out.
Right. No, you're definitely kicking a field goal.
So what do? Hey, the dog Flutie. Throw it up.
Coach Warren having a discussion once again with the officials.
But like I said, I mean, if I was the coach for Port City, I just throw it up.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst thing that happen? Interception, and they get the ball on the 1.
Exactly. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, if you punt, and they got a pretty good punter. I mean, you could try to coffin corner it or pin them back deep, but why not just see what you can get out of it?
Yeah.
And Coach Warren, again, having a discussion with the officials, and this time Port City's coach is over there as well. So something's going on. You got the owner for Port City out there as well.
And he's on the phone.
And, yeah, so there's something going on. Not sure what it is. And Port City's coach looks a little agitated. So I'm not sure what's going on down there. I'd like to be a fly on the wall. Do we have anything from our on-the-field guys to what may be going on? It'd be good to know if he was able to find out or had an ear down there. So it looks like they're going to get lined back up, and we're about to get on with this first half of football. So this will be interesting here. And look at the coverage here. Here's the pressure. Puts it up. Triple coverage, and that is picked off. And I think everyone saw that coming. Guess who the target was? Number 5.
Which
Rogers was the target. Not surprised with that, but throwing it into triple coverage, yeah.
But the funny part is,
Number 6 with the interception, and that is Joseph Ray.
that plays in the Port City hands. It was just a punt. It go out as an interception, but it was just a punt.
But that's true. And so that thing, comes out to the 20. The thing I look at plays like that, when you got that many guys spread out on the field, here's the danger with that, is that when you got triple coverage and your commitments are all over the place, that opens up the opportunities for pick sixes. And look at this! And that is in and out of the hands of a wide open Columbus receiver. That is number 7, Kobe Collins. And, that's not necessarily Kobe's fault. If you're going to put that thing up, you got to put him in a position where he can get it. And Morgan's got to put a little more touch on that thing.
And back to what you were saying about the spread. If they was that spread, it's not a bad issue, a bad play. However, you got to be more dynamic with it, I guess. Opposed to just giving them a small version of what they're looking at.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They got 5 guys out there. Let's mix it up a little bit. Collins has been kind of the main target. And, of course, now with only 30 seconds remaining in the first half, not a surprise here that we're going to see all of this. Got an extra man in the backfield to block. Number 4 is going to roll it out. So there goes Morgan.
Now, I want to get a little technical right quick. Just a tad bit technical.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching the quarterback the entire first half. And he's actually not planting that foot to throw the ball. He's throwing off his back foot. And that's why every pass he's throwing is selling.
You know what? And that's a good point. If he's not getting himself set, and there could be a number of things, if he's feeling pressure but and they say that you got to step up in the face of it. You're going to take the lick. But if you take the lick and get the yardage, that comes with the territory.
Right. If you want to get hit, at least get something out of it.
And that pass is complete. Crittenden is going to bounce out of bounds right around the 33-yard line. That's number 18. That stops the clock with 16 seconds left. And remember, Port City gets the ball back at the end of the half. So, and right now, you know, Port City, they're just going to play prevent. I mean, why not?
Right, right. And if you look back, they got number 5 at safety.
Oh, no. Oh.
So, I mean, I really wouldn't try to test him too much.
Well, you know, if there's your best player on the field, then you put your best player in position. And number 4 is going to take off and step out of bounds. Cedric Morgan Jr. And he's going to scramble to the 38-yard line. 10 seconds remaining in the half. It is second down and about 5. And I'd say at this point, you just about might as well go for all the marbles.
Right, all right, right. I mean, I get a position to go and throw a Hail Mary.
I mean, if you don't think that, you know, you can pull it off, then hey, you're getting in some practice to sharpen it up, if nothing else.
Right, right. I'll pull out something that I know we're going to need for the second half, and just see if it'll work.
So we're 5 wide, single back in the backfield. There to give some extra blocking. Wait a minute, there's the flag. Never mind, we know what's happening there. And that's picked off. And wait a minute, there's another flag. So we've got multiple flags. The clock has run out. That's not going to matter either way. And they're probably just going to say forget it and go to the half. So, your analysis of the first half.
Wow. First of all, turnovers. The Storm, 2 interceptions thrown. Okay, one fumble recovered. Vikings, 1 interception, 1 fumble. Turnovers issue. Turnovers, and let's not forget, and I'm just going to be blunt here, going to be me, that stupid targeting penalty that woke up the Vikings.
Oh, no doubt. And that's the other thing, too. Speaking of penalties, you've had a lot of, I call it the bread and butter penalties. And then there was one that was just completely crazy when you had too many guys participate. That's the kind of, it's, you know, I don't want to say, it's not amateur hour. I don't want to say that. Because I don't know because I don't want to disparage anything, but there's a lot of just mental things that's causing problems for both teams. The difference being that Port City rode the momentum and pounded their way to the end zone.
Correct.
And they stand in with the lead 8-0. So, fans, we've got a whole other half coming. My good friend Leroy here. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. Hit that like, ring that bell, Facebook, YouTube, and X. Let them know we got a lot of football left to play. APDFL President's Cup, it's the championship. We're here in New Orleans, Louisiana. We'll be right back. All right, we are back, and fans, interesting first half to say the least. A lot of penalties, one big scrum after a targeting shot, a lot of discussion with both coaches, with the officials. Everything going in both directions, both teams making a lot of mistakes. The main difference in this one is that Port City able to take advantage and get a score.
That is correct. The big change in the whole game. Port City was able to take advantage of mishaps from the Storm. from Columbia. They made a couple of bad decisions, and snake bit. That's about the best way of saying it. Snake bit.
Well, is it snake bit or is it, those things that coaches talk about, those mental things? You didn't get here by accident. And so it's a high wire game. It's a championship game.
Okay, I was trying to be nice by saying snake bit. Let's just say dumb plays. Call it what it is. It was dumb plays. Highly, highly uneducated, undisciplined plays. That's what gave Port City the lead. Now, don't get me wrong. Let's be honest, okay? Both defenses are playing great.
They are. That is the one. I will say that is the one thing that's consistent.
However, the offenses, let's say Port City offense starting to come along. The Storm offense is still dabbling in that storm that just left early.
Well, they're trying to figure it out. So there's the kick. Here it comes. There's number 43, Robert Sanders with the kick. Port City on the return. That's number 7, it looks like, and that is Fabian Williams, the wide receiver. Getting a little special teams play. He's going to get to the 42-yard line. And here's where things are going to be interesting. As we said before, Port City deferred at the first half, in the first half. So they had an opportunity, and they were inside the 20 and ended up letting penalties push them back out to the 35.
Yes.
They try to get a pass off to Mike Rogers in triple coverage. It gets intercepted. Okay, it's effectively like punting the ball, regardless of what you do. They leave some time on the clock. Columbus can't do anything with it. But Port City has it back after having a chance to sit down, regroup, reevaluate the first half. What do you think they're going to do now?
Well, if Port City is Port City, from what we've seen, they are going to play between the tackles. They're going to play downhill. They're going to play physical. And that's what they've been doing the entire game. Ball control.
So number 22, the ball carrier, and that is the shifty Edrin Houston, but he's not able to get away. I believe that was Teddy Gibson, the defensive back, that ended up getting a piece of him, as well as number 33, Deshaun Johnson, the tackle, running him down.
And I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the half. The rest of this game is going to be a lot of downhill.
Oh, yeah. And out there on the edge as well is Deterian Davis in on that play. So you got 2 receivers to the right, and there's that running game that they're coming with, and they are just bullying their way up front. This time they go off tackle. And I did bring that up to you earlier. I was wondering when they were going to maybe start going off tackle, maybe bouncing it outside a little bit. That is Rashawn Kidd, who has been a load in the first half. He had that big run that sprung him ultimately for the score.
Yeah, he's been one of the true bright spots of this offense tonight.
And they're not really moving the formation much. You can tell where the strength is, and there's number 19, and, I mean, he just fires through there, Davis does. So it's offsides. And that's going to be enough to move the sticks and then a fresh set of downs for the Vikings as the ball goes to the 46-yard line. And look at those big backs back there. And what do you notice about Port City? They go right under center. You're not seeing any shotgun. You see a lot of offenses, and that's pretty much what they do. And look at Big Zero. I mean, look at him right there. He's just shoving people off of him.
Hey, that's
before number 3, D. Wright. Pardon me, not D. Wright, but Tino Linson can bring him down. That's number 3. That's Tino Linson.
And did you see the stiff arm, though? The stiff arm was nice.
And, I mean, that was a 2-yard run, but that was one of the hardest 2-yard runs I've seen.
Yes, I mean, he's a physical guy.
So the ball's now at the 44-yard line.
And it doesn't seem like Port City's going to get out this offense.
No, they're not. They're going to run what they brung. And they're just going to grind. Looks like they intend to just grind Columbus down.
Yeah, they're going to move the clock out. And that's exactly what it seems like they're going to do. He's getting all 40 seconds in between plays.
Well, they've played Columbus in a close game before, so they're certainly not worried about that. And again, they're getting into that second and third layer. And this time it's number 23 doing the damage. And that is Anthony Scott, the fullback. And so it'll be 3rd and 1. The ball's going to go to the 37-yard line.
And, I mean, they are literally grinding the Storm up. 100% bullet ball.
I mean, they're just imposing their will and are more than happy to do so. So Columbus stacks the box up, and there's flags all over the place. That's going to be a false start. Columbus showing blitz, and that forces Port City to jump. And, you know, they were staring at a very, very manageable and easy-peasy conversion the way they've been running the ball, but now it's 3rd and 6, so that changes the dynamic a little bit.
But, you know, like we said earlier, 4 yards, you have your 4 yards play, another first down.
That's right. So the ball's at the 42-yard line right now. And let's look at the body language. You start seeing hands on hips on defensive fronts.
Yeah.
That's a telling sign.
Yeah, either tired or know this whipping is coming. It's one or the other. But these big guys from Port City, they, like you say, imposing their will.
Yeah, it's humid out there. It's a lot hotter than it seems based on the humidity. There's number 15 with the toss, and it's complete. And number 2 has it before he is wrapped up. Number 2, Fernando Wilson with the grab. He's going to be brought down by number 28 of Columbus. And that is Jatarius T.J. Moore. Watch this, number 15, Jay Collins connects with Wilson, and Wilson is going to get to the 22-yard line, and that's where he's going to be brought down. So they set up the pass nicely with the run. And let's see what we've got going on here. We've got an injury. Nope, he's okay. Player just shaken up. And, that is number 15, Jay Collins, the quarterback, who is limping off the field.
That is not a good sign.
That hit may have been late, but was not called.
Like I said, that is definitely not a good sign we see here.
Now, there's a number of things that come with this. If he is able to come back out, what does that mean? Can he escape? Can he plant? Can he throw?
Right, but I mean, as of right now.
Yeah, and the clock is not moved.
But as
still
of
sitting,
right
there it is. They've got it restarted.
As of right now, they've been playing bullet ball, so 15 got a little time to get himself together.
So you got number 19 under center now. And they just about get him as he hands it off. And there's a swarm of Storm defenders. So Joshua Norwood slides in under center. Coming into the game, number 56 for Port City, and Raymond Brown at the O-line. So the ball is at the 20. So a gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8. Port City wanting to absolutely control the clock. And with a new QB in there, there's some rhythm and timing things that change, you put another guy back under center after, everybody's been out there with Collins. Let's see what happens.
That could be a huge momentum shift.
And there's Big Zero bouncing it outside, and that was a nasty tackle. It was all legal.
He's hurt.
And number 10, Deontay Red Williams brings him down. And Rashawn Kidd, it was a clean tackle, but he was turned in such a manner. That's why you heard me say that was just nasty. And his helmet is off. We're going to take an injury timeout, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back, and Rashawn Kidd has to be helped off the field. So that's two big-time players, Jay Collins and Rashawn Kidd, having to come off. Rashawn Kidd probably being the worst for the wear between the two, and Rashawn Kidd being a key player for Port City. So let's see what they do here. They have had a number of injuries to their backs. Number 19 slipping out of tackles, but not this time. And there's the whistle. And the big man wraps him up. That's number 41. And that is James Young. And I'll say that they blew those whistles in time. They did that young man a favor. I'd hate to see him go down underneath 41.
Yes. That'd be like having a building fall on you. That's a big guy.
It is.
That's a big guy, man. That's we watching him stretch that 41. I think like it's 411.
That's right, 411.
It's 411 on the back of that jersey.
And the news is you don't want him dropping on top of you.
Oh no, you don't.
That's the 411.
That is the 411. But you said Columbus defense is going to be stout, and they're being stout this second half.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's the thing. And look, number 19 almost gets away, but it's going to ultimately be wrapped up. Number 3 doing the deed. Number 4 wreaking havoc. So Keontae Chappell, along with Tino Linson, and 2 key injuries. And I'm going to pin it there, stalled that drive.
Yes, I have to agree with you 100% on that. 2 key injuries actually stalled the drive, and the defensive coordinator for the Storm has found something. He is blitzing the A-gaps mercifully.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, when you put a new quarterback in, like I said, your timing changes, dynamics change, the read of the defense changes, and when you do that, that's feasting time for a defense.
You got to make them uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
Keep them uncomfortable.
And he has got to be uncomfortable right now.
I'm uncomfortable.
So now the question is, what is the Storm going to do with it?
I'm going to find out.
They're plenty capable. They just haven't found that rhythm yet. There's Johnson. And he is WWE'd. And watch this. What is the Storm going to do with it? And Columbus upset, rightfully so. They're plenty capable. They just haven't found that. So Johnson, the tailback, gets the handoff, and he is going to be wrapped up and immediately slammed to the turf. And I think that was Big 58. That'll get credit for that. That's Cedric Grace for Port City. So a loss of 2 yards at 2nd and 12. The ball at the 26. And that one bounces off the back of the defender, it appeared. Number 3, the intended receiver. Duke Mahone trying to get in space.
And I promise you, this quarterback has had open targets.
He has.
He's just not setting his feet. He has to calm down eventually.
Well, as we noted earlier, you're going to have pressure. It's what you do in the face of it that makes the difference.
Correct.
And if you're going to sit up there and get a case of what they call the hot foot, and the Storm's going to take a timeout, and so are we. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. Hit that like, ring that bell. X, Facebook, YouTube. We're glad you're with us. We're having a great time. To my left, my man Leroy. We'll be right back. All right, fans, we are back, and the Storm, are trying to figure it out. Let's go to the field. So, number 4, Cedric Morgan Jr. Looks like he found the open man. Number 7, Kobe Collins, with the grab. He'll get to the 37-yard line. So it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Storm.
But, that play there, he still did not set his feet.
Yeah, you got to do that. And by the way, fans, I just want to point out, as soon as we get the next break, we got an update on an earlier penalty that we were trying to unscramble. We've got some new information. All right, they're going to pile it up. And they're going to have a first down and a little bit more. Number 18, the speedster for Columbus, Trey Crittenden, gets them a fresh set of downs as the ball is spotted at the 40-yard line. 4:56 remaining in the third quarter, as time seems to have slowed down a bit. Neither team able to gain an advantage thus far in the half, but the one advantage that does count is the scoreboard, and Port City leads 8-0. So here we go again, and that pass broken up nicely. Number 21 right where he should be, and that is Javonte Dortch. Let's watch this. Number 4, Morgan, finds himself under some pressure. Here we go again. And he gets rid of it. And number 18, Crittenden, the intended receiver.
Right where he should be.
Right place, right time, incompletion. And that's going to bring up second down. So you got 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. Extra man in the backfield to help block. And that pass is complete. Now that one right there, I'm going to give him credit. He was under big-time pressure, and guess who gets away out of all of that traffic? That is number 6. And he steps out of bounds while trying to ride the tightrope. Joseph Ray, the other speedster, giving the Storm a spark. Let's watch what happens here. Right there, you saw it just as the replay started where he steps out of bounds. He was headed towards the end zone for sure.
And that could be the spark that they was looking for.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And that ball is going to go to the 18-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10. They're in the red zone.
And, you know, we talked about that quarterback finally settling down. And I think he's finally settled down.
Well, we'll see what happens because he had a ton of pressure on that particular throw, and I mean he put it on a dime. I got to give him his credit where it's due, and that's what Columbus needs to do. That's their MO. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, and he's got to put him on their back. He's have to put him on his back now.
That one's going to be blown dead, and Johnson just keeps on running, and not surprised there. He's hard to stop, and I believe he's hard to stop himself.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Forrest. Forrest Gump. But
I will repeat that line. Before our fans out there, we understand this is a family show.
Yes.
And that's supposed to be a Bear Bryant quote.
Hey, I'm not a huge fan of the Bear. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Look at that blankety blank run. But that was a fun part. That was a fun part of that movie. I got to admit that would have me cracking up.
Oh yeah, man, that was a great movie. Great movie.
They said he ran all the way to Northport.
He probably did. But you know, we're telling our age again now.
Yeah, we are. But that's all right. It's good. It's good to grow older. I ain't ashamed of it. I tell people all the time, I'm proud of my gray hairs. You'll never see me changing that. Oh, look at that right there. They just stacked that up. Oh, Johnson could go nowhere. Number 74 and number 8 basically made a sandwich out of Johnson. At number 8, Norman Green. That sounds like a defensive tackle. And number, I believe that was 74, Courtney Lakes.
And I'm going to be honest with you.
Those are big boys.
That number 8, that's a big guy.
Both of them. You won't get caught between that?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I didn't think so.
No, that's too huge.
I don't think Johnson wanted to be either.
Yeah, man, better him than me.
But the loss of yardage puts the ball around the 23-yard line. There's the fade route. There's the grab. And it's a touchdown. Let's look at a replay. Number 18 getting it done. Trey Crittenden has gotten loose a couple of times, but not quite to the house. Look at that right there. Right, as good a throw as you want in coverage. Number 21, Javante Dortch. Nothing he could do. Now that's how that ball should have been thrown. We've been trying to talk about it all along. That's what the only one that could get it was Crittenden.
Correct. I tell them 2 halves now.
Well, let's see. There's a lot of football left to be played. This conversion is going to be super huge. And Crittenden looks like he's set there for the direct snap. There it is. And he's trying to find a lane, and he's got the edge, and he's in. And we are all tied up at 8 apiece. Crittenden with the direct snap. Watch this here. You see our on-the-field camera right there. Only Moxie Media can bring it to you. Look at the high step, and he freezes the defense just enough to get in the corner to hit the marker. Man, now, what do you say?
Ladder drill, my friend. Ladder drill. That guy has great footwork.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Great footwork. What we was talking about, this is a tale of two halves. That quarterback now has finally settled down. He's found a spark. He's found something to hang his hat on. And he's, let's be honest, 3 perfect passes. Got a touchdown. 3 perfect passes.
Right. Well, now the motivation that Port City had in the first half, they were angry. They were upset. They went down there, we're going to drive it down your throat. We're going to pound it. We're going to beat you up.
That's right.
How do you regain that and maintain that?
Well, now they got to get back to what got them there, which is solid defense, ball, ground and pound, ball control. You cannot let the Storm get that ball back. That offense starting to click.
Well, and the other thing, too, is, a defense wears down as the game goes on. Those big men up front can't always bring the pressure you want, which creates opportunities for the quarterback. Look at what we got here. And on the return, number 84, that is Johnson for Port City with a very nifty return. Manasseh Johnson, he is going to get to the 48-yard line. And if you only got to play half the field, you can't complain.
No, you can't complain at all. But now, let's find out exactly what's going to happen. Now, remember, the 2 key injuries you were talking about earlier.
Right. And 19 is still in there. And that is Joshua Norwood, normally a wide receiver DB, having to play quarterback.
And what we talked about earlier, being uncomfortable. If the Storm keep them uncomfortable, Port City offense may have just fizzled out.
Well, and, if you got to play 2 ways or you got to play out of position, you have to be prepared for that. And we see that all the time. Travis Hunter, one of the biggest names in college football, notorious for playing both ways. And the Port City Vikings are going to take a timeout, and so are we, and we'll be – hold on. Before we take that timeout, Leroy, before we do, that update we had from the officials regarding a penalty that occurred earlier, which they thought – we were thinking Columbus had possession of the ball. It was on a punt return. You had the headshot penalty. Okay, there were a number of things that went on, but there was something that wasn't reported that created that confusion as to what was going on.
Right, and what wasn't reported by the referee, which we spoke to another referee and found out at halftime, that what happened was you had an offsides. It was 4th and 14, but the Storm played with an extra player, which gave them a participation penalty, which gave them a 15-yard penalty, which got them the ball back. Now, once they got the ball back, now you have to put the targeting penalty on top of it. So that is what happened. Hey, Moxie Media, do our best to get that information to you.
And that's what we're all about. We want to make sure that you, the fans, know exactly what you need to know. We're going to take it right back to the field as we come out of the timeout. And, that happens more than you all know. The officials normally report back up, and then we get the information and get the clarity on it, but we just didn't have that piece at the time. And look at that. Look at that hole that was just right there.
So now it seems
you got to run a big man like that. Not challenged at all. And he's going to get a solid gain out of that.
Yeah, that seems like that's one way to stop the blitzing in the A-gap. You get out the power bunch formation, get to a spread formation, force them to cover the openings. Force that defense to spread out.
Right, when you got big number 23 back there, Anthony Scott, he's a load to bring down. You create those one-on-one matchups. That helps not right there immediately. That linebacker's probably lurking about somewhere, and he's having to do what he's doing now, becoming Superman's cape, if you will, and trying to bring him down.
Right, and let's not forget now, even though 19 is a backup quarterback, he is a wide receiver / DB, so he's an athlete.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if he can get away, he's definitely going to wreak some havoc.
Right.
So that ball goes to the 40-yard line based on forward momentum.
And now
that's going to leave him about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Now, we're not going to take anything from that middle linebacker from the Storm. He just made a tremendous play just then.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and you got to. I mean, that's we call a muscle play, because all you got is you and your muscles to stop that ball carrier.
That's right. And he read the correct hole, filled the correct hole, made a perfect stop.
So 39 seconds was remaining in the third. Clock is running now. We're back under 20 seconds. And nice pass over the middle. And that one is caught by number 7, Fabian Williams. And that's going to get to the 30-yard line. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Well, here we go. We're all knotted up. It is the President's Cup, the championship for APDFL. Who's going to take it home? We'll find out in just a few. That's my dog, Leroy. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. Hit that like, ring that bell. We're on X. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. All of y'all that have family and friends that might have said, you know, I'm going to go find something else to do, hold on. We'll be right back. All right, fans, we are back in the final quarter of tonight's contest. We are knotted up at 8 apiece. Somebody wants that trophy. Well, we know both of them want it. Somebody's going to take it home.
Somebody got to win, right?
And Port City continuing to drive it down the field. And let's see, number 23 is going to – he fumbled that one, and that ball is going to be turned over on downs. Let's look at this. Number 23, Anthony Scott, has been sure hands. And watch this right here. And, I mean, it just pops out right there. And who has it? Number 36 recovers it. That is DeAnthony Taylor. He fumbled that one. An unfortunate series of events because running the ball, Port City had momentum as they were driving it down the field.
Yes.
And we said turnovers.
Turnovers is making a huge issue of this game. Turnovers has been the issue of this game on both sides. On both sides. It really has. It really, really has. And, I mean, they was pushing for the lead.
Yeah, and so now let's see what Columbus does. The ball is at the 24-yard line. Columbus really has not changed what they've done the entire game.
No, but
they pretty much just dared Port City to stop them.
And
did you see that right there?
The jet sweep.
Oh, yeah. Number 7, Kobe Collins with the short toss on the jet sweep. I said, wait a minute, that's flashback to youth ball.
Hey, but the thing is, this Storm offense we've been so hard on is finally settled down.
They are. And that's kind of what I was alluding to earlier, is that as the game goes on, defenses get worn down. They get wore out. And when you're playing a speed game and you've kept it close, that can be an advantage.
And one other thing that may be an advantage to them right now. They probably finally calmed down from that long ride here.
Oh, yeah, they're settling in. That pass well overthrown. The intended receiver was Crittenden, number 18. So it'll be third down. And they're going to need 5 yards to move those chains. Ball is at the 29. 13:58 remaining in the game. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Here comes the storm. Number 26, Johnson getting a burst. He's been pretty quiet since the first couple of runs of the game. Let's go to the replay right here. Johnson running with the counter, turns it back inside to his right, cuts across the field, and has to be run down from behind.
Hey, all thing you can say is he's back.
I'm not sure if he ever left, but let's see how Port City responds.
Well, you know, with the quarterback being able to complete some passes, now they don't have to put some of the men in the box. So Port City have to respect the pass now.
That's true. Look, there's some time, and they're going to, and that is no one's fault but the receiver on that one. Number 3, Duke Mahone, had it right in the breadbasket. And I think that was number 14 that stopped Johnson on that last play. I may have that wrong, but either way, credit to Port City getting somebody behind him because he was moving.
Yes, he was.
And that could have been a lot further in than what it was, pardon me. QB has time. And the route nearly jumped. Outstanding defense by number 21. Watch this. Javante Dortch just sat there and read the route. Basically gave the receiver some cushion and sat in waiting to jump the route. And if he'd have got that, there was nobody in front of him.
Except grass. Nothing but grass.
I'm telling you. And that could have been a difference maker right there. So it's 3rd and 10. Ball at the 45. And, you know, to that end, getting the ball out quicker.
Yes.
Getting the ball out quicker, that could have easily been completed. So the Storm with 3rd down. Snaps a bit low.
Oh, big guy.
And that pass nearly picked off. Another opportunity. Let's look at the replay on that one.
We need to look at the big Cadillac in the front. Look at the big guy with the shirt hanging.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
No, watch him bring the pressure.
Snaps a bit low.
Oh, big guy. Right here, watch.
I mean, he just wreaks havoc, and look at that right there.
Wow. He need to do 10 push-ups right there.
Yeah, you're right. You don't get too many of those back.
Now,
2 opportunities back to back.
Oh, yeah. 2 opportunities to make a difference in this game.
Now, with the ball at the 45, and they're going to punt it. I was curious to see if Columbus is going to put it in the hands of your offense. And that ball is high and it's shallow. And it takes a weird bounce in favor of Port City.
They should have
and we'll go out of bounds at the 38. Yeah, you know, because it is in that kind of that spot where it's you know, just another 10 yards really make that much of a difference. 'Cause usually once you get towards the 35, you just tend to go for it.
Right.
You play your odds.
But you had a 3-yard punt then.
Exactly.
So you should have just went for it. But you know, Fred, I'm going to jump off subject for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give a shout-out to the Mosquitoes down in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. They're a special bunch.
Yeah, they're pretty big. They hurt. And, you know, I may have to go get some blood later.
You know they carry some of that Zatarans around with them to put on you. Got some Old Bay seasoning.
Hey, I can believe that because they eating on me right now.
No, absolutely. And look at this, number 22, the scat back. Running so fast, he continues to bounce across the turf. Adrian Houston just gashed the Storm for a huge chunk of yards. And, I mean, first off, he's hard to see anyway. He's so small back there. But look at him. Once he accelerates, I mean, number 40 brings him down. So we want to make sure he gets the credit due, and that's Zachary Jackson. But, man, what kind of speed that is to stop.
Well, you know, there's a good change of speed right now.
Look at him shift his way in and out of the defense. Number 19, Davis, with the stop. Houston, the ball carrier. And they're just wanting to continue to dominate the Storm up front. And now they've had some big backs. Now they're doing it with the little guy.
Well, you got to change the pace. Change your pace. Back to the key word, uncomfortable. They're keeping the Storm uncomfortable.
So Houston still back there. And now you got 3 out. There's a quick release out to the right. And now they're mixing it up. Number 2 gets it. Believe it moves the chains. Fernando Wilson with the reception.
Now, here's the thing. The offensive coordinator for Port City has made some adjustments.
Oh,
what
yeah.
adjustments will the Storm make now? What adjustments will he make? That's the question. We really need to find out.
Yeah, because, I mean, right now it seems Columbus is on their heels. Ball is at the 39-yard line. It is first down for Port City. And this is a team that does not quit. Won in overtime, 28-20, came back with 5 minutes left being down by 11. And his legs just don't stop moving, does Adrian Houston.
But I think that was a good change for the Vikings offensive coordinator. You
Oh,
went
yeah.
to a small scat back with a spread offense. Now you're forcing the Storm coaches to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and they're having to be honest about it. So, and I'm telling you right now, the Port City offense moving around like these mosquitoes are. Quarterback has time!
Oh!
And that pass off the fingertips of the intended receiver. I think that was number 13, Javaris White. And he had nothing but real estate in front of him. So Javaris White is, he's got to be kicking himself right now because he knows that was all his. So it's third down, and this is where Port City's run into some trouble. They get inside the 40 to the 20-yard line area, and they stall out. Let's see if they can complete it. Quarterback has plenty of time, and he throws this one straight into the turf. Columbus defender complaining that he was knocked down, but it's fourth down, so. .9:35 remaining in the contest. Neither team giving up any kind of willpower. This is about what we expected out of both of these teams.
That is correct. A close-knit, tight game.
This looks very much like the 9-6 contest from earlier this season. So we shouldn't be surprised.
It seemed like neither one would give up.
And I'll tell you what, both teams have settled down. The second half this far has been pretty clean. There's a penalty. There was holding. There was absolutely holding. You couldn't miss it if you tried.
But that was fourth down. I'm quite sure they're going to decline.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And So with that, the ball will be turned over on downs. Storm now has the ball. And they've got it with some really good field position as it sits at the 38-yard line. This game has been everything you could ask for. Now, granted, the first half with all the mistakes, the emotion, the weird penalties, both teams getting into a scrum amongst other things going on. And, hey, look, it is New Orleans. Crazy things do happen.
Hey, it's Friday, Saturday the 14th.
You know, they said they have these ghost tours down here. We asked our producer, Sandra, if she'd like to go on a ghost tour, and she said, why would I want to ride around with somebody who's already had their last ride? And I said, that would make sense. Because if they ain't riding no more, why do they need to come back and ride with me?
Right, it makes sense. But now, I got to admit now, I'm a avid fan of the ghost tours. I've done one. And me and my wife were talking about doing another.
Well, you tell me how it was with Casper later on. Nonetheless, let's get back to the game as the ball is at the 42-yard line. We want to thank you, fans, for sticking with us here at Moxie Media. Like us on Facebook, YouTube, and on X. Tell your family and friends we got a banger of a game going on right here. We've got 5 wide for Columbus. Single back in the backfield, shotgun formation where the quarterback is sitting. Port City showing blitz. And look at this. This time is number 24, King, carrying the ball. And Joshua King is a big guy. So maybe, you know, anything you can do, I can do better. And maybe Columbus starts doing that and wearing down that front a little more of Port City.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams are really now trying to play the game of the clock. Both defenses are playing strong. They're going to wear them down. Let's see which one we can wear out the quickest.
So King remains back there. And if you got any questions as to what I'm talking about, you look at that build. Look at his legs, and you understand exactly what I mean. Think John Riggins.
That's a big guy. Huge
Think Mike
guy.
Allstott.
Oh, man, you bringing out some real big guys.
And look at that. They can't bring – look at it. I mean, you just can't bring him down.
He's bringing a force. But now here's the big question. Here's the huge question about everything.
And we're going to take an injury timeout, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. The player that was down was able to get up under his own power and get back to the sideline. So it's second down. Loss of yards on the play means they need 11. Quarterback has time, sitting in the pocket, almost caught from behind. Wait a minute. Number 10 dancing his way inside the 15-yard line. Before he is finally caught, let's watch this. Number 10. That's Deontay Williams. And I mean, he just look at that. I'm going to give a Chris Berman whoop for that one. Sends a player flying out of bounds. And we have a first down in the red zone, the ball at the 13-yard line. Storm threatening. with 5:48 remaining in the contest. And as far as Port City's concerned, if the Storm score, that means there's still a lot of time on. Oh, the ball is loose, and there's a flag on the play. False start. That flag certainly saved some bacon for the Storm. Cost them 5 yards, but if that whistle hadn't have blown, it could have easily cost them a lot more.
Yeah, it could have cost them 10 yards and a penalty. 10 yards and a loss of down.
Well, not only that, without that whistle, that ball was laying there like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
And we got an injury timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. And wow, what a game.
Oh, yes, this game is going to be to the end.
No doubt about that. And fans, I will be on the sideline here come the flags. Look, may have been a face mask. I believe one of the officials indicate face mask. Personal foul, face mask it is. And that is not the penalty you want if you are Port City.
No, it's not.
And
that's going to give him 15 yards.
Yeah, based on what he said, that's not incidental.
Now, the thing is, if it's inside the 20, it's half the distance. If it's outside the 20, it's 15 yards.
Right.
So if you're Port City, you hope that's inside the penalty, inside the well, it wasn't.
No, it was outside the 20. Remember, because they got pushed back.
That's
due
correct.
to the false start.
That is correct.
So that puts that ball at the 7-yard line.
That actually plays to the Storm advantage.
It really does, because the way they move the ball with the 5 wide receiver set, all kinds of options are
available
to them now.
But look at this.
But they're going to stack it up.
Yet.
They're going, look, you see where the strength of the formation is to the right. Don't know if they're actually telegraphing it, but they got the speedster there, and he's going to try to counter. And, his hesitation, he hesitated and allowed the defender to get him, number 21. That was Crittenden. The defender, number 21, that was Javante Dortch. Crittenden hesitated.
Yes.
I think the intent all the time was probably counter. But he stalled. You can see where he clearly stalled.
He was definitely thinking counter. He was definitely thinking, well, let's be honest. We're not inside his brain, so I have no clue what he was thinking. But whatever he was thinking, he shouldn't have been thinking. Because the outside was open.
It really
did. Turned the corner.
Yeah, because he can accelerate. So I was kind of surprised there.
His speed is outrageous. Maybe he outthought himself.
And that does happen. I mean, we've all had times in our lives where what they say, you overthink it.
Yes. But that was an 8-yard loss.
Yeah, and that is a huge 8-yard loss as the ball goes back to the 15-yard line. So it's goal to go. And now You're sitting there. It is 3rd down and goal to go. And the ball is at the 16. Make that 17. So you had the ball at the 7, and now you have gone back 10 yards.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Clock winding down towards 3 minutes.
We definitely said this was going to come down to the last play.
It is. And, you know, are we staring down overtime? Don't know.
And one thing we haven't seen tonight is a field goal.
You're absolutely right. We did talk about the fact that it could come down to special teams. Here comes the pressure. And there was a receiver who was wide open, and that was number 10 for Columbus. That was Deontay Williams. And so he was trying to figure out what was going on because he had that one-on-one matchup. So the ball somewhere between the 17 and 18-yard line right now. It is 4th down. And 4th and goal to go. And here comes Port City. So we got a 2-minute warning. All right. Here we are. Tied up. 2-minute warning. The Storm. It's 4th down. Ball is at the 17. You know, there's an old saying, who wants it? Both teams have made mistakes inside the red zone during this game. Let's be real. This ain't the scales of justice are fully balanced when it comes to this. Based on the offenses, let's put the defense, take the defenses off the table. Based on the offenses, keeping in mind that we've had some key injuries in Port City now, who seems to have the advantage if this goes to overtime?
If it goes overtime right now, I got to give it to the Storm. I think the key injuries to Port City have stalled the offense a little bit too more. They're doing a lot of gadget stuff now, and I don't think you can get through. I don't think you get through overtime with that.
Well, here we go. Big number 24 in there. Puts up the fade route. And that falls incomplete. So the ball will be turned over on downs.
And to be honest with you, to me, it don't seem like they have a field goal kicker. So that was the best play to call.
Yeah, I mean, if you look, and I mean, and the reality is this: if if it gets blocked, becomes a live ball, it goes the other direction. You know, if you got somebody that's halfway decent, do you take that chance? You're right.
Yeah.
You're trusting. Now you're going, hey, I've got to trust my defense.
Correct. And the thing is, the route he chose, which was a corner route, fade route.
Yeah, it's about as safe as it gets.
Safe as it gets. Out to the back of the end zone, where if he can't catch it, it goes out of bounds. In the middle of the field, they have opportunity to return it. In that back pylon, he don't have opportunity. So the safest route. That was a great play call. Safest route.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I would like to see one of them have a field goal kicker.
Well, and that's the thing, you know, and as a team, and you know, that's up the front office stuff, getting that special teams guy.
Yeah.
You know, that can win you a lot of ball games.
And the funny part is, that's when you go to your local park and find that kid who can kick soccer, that plays soccer.
Yeah, just tell them, hey, you want to go kick some stuff for us?
Yeah. Come on.
So here we go. Port City now with an opportunity with just under 2 minutes remaining in the game to do something. Plenty of time. And that one right there was dangerous. The only one in the vicinity of that ball was number 6, Joseph Ray. So right now, Port City, you know, I would say that they're still adjusting.
Now,
I mean, you don't really, unless, you know, you got a Tom Brady sitting behind your Drew Brees or a Steve Young sitting behind your Montana. You know, to use a couple of examples, a Danny White sitting behind your Staubach. It's rough to bring in new running backs and other backups in there after injuries to do the same thing, to maintain that rhythm and that pace. And unfortunately for Port City, that's something they've had to deal with.
See, but here's the problem. And here's the only issue I have with what he's chosen. The only issue I have with what he's chosen is this. It's 1 minute and 44 seconds left in this game, right? You're over 80 yards away. You're
And
not
Gibson
losing.
slow to get up for the Storm.
If I'm
So
the
clock
coach
continues to run.
if I'm the coach for Port City right now, I'm playing for overtime. My defense been solid. I'm playing for overtime. I don't have my quarterback. I have to sit on the ball.
No doubt. So number 19 back there at quarterback. Speaking of those changes, that's Joshua Norwood.
Any mistake, the Storm get the ball on the Port City side of the 50.
Norwood has time. And that one is underthrown. That'll stop the clock. Number 7, the intended receiver, Fabian Williams. And it is 4th down. Now this is interesting.
Now we
To your point about sitting on it.
run the ball 4 times.
And run the ball.
Play for overtime.
Right. Because they've stopped the clock with the incomplete passes. You're giving up clock to your opponent.
Now, let's be honest. The last time Port City punted the ball, it was only 3 yards. So, is it any way possible?
Well, no, that was actually the Storm that did that. But the point, I get your point. If that thing goes sailing straight up in the air,
if he shanks it, the Storm get the ball on this side of the 50. And the Storm has 1 timeout. And right now, 57 seconds.
which the way their offense works, plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time. The way 26 has been running. And let's not forget, the second half, tell her 2 halves, that quarterback has settled down.
He has.
This is going to get very interesting.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Cedric Morgan Jr. settling down, number 26. Cordell Johnson running well.
We have
And
some stuff going on.
they're gonna go for it. Did the hard count get him?
And it did. But the play.
And that one's gonna go against the Storm. Let's see.
Because one referee was saying illegal procedure.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a discussion about it.
So we're getting word that it should be false start. That is going to back Port City up.
We'll see.
Now it's getting real interesting. So now you really change the dynamics of the game. Oh, they gave him offsides.
Offsides is the call. So it's 1st and 10. The ball is at the 33. Ball is at the 31 with 57 seconds remaining in the game. I've said they were into cardiac kids.
They have been coming back now.
This season. Are they going to do it inside of 57 seconds? Fans, I'm going to leave the booth here with Leroy. I'm going to take it to the field. We don't know what's going to happen.
But I tell you one
Leroy,
thing.
take it over. I'll be right back with you in a second.
That's right. This game is getting interesting. And once again, we do have a flag on the field. That it's definitely going to be encoded. It was in an area of holding, and you saw the Storm defender get up very, very agitated, aggravated, and upset. We waiting to see if it was a decline on that. Yeah, they are spotting now at the 20. It seemed like they did receive, they accepted the penalty. "51 seconds left in the game. 4 wideouts to the left of the quarterback, 1 to the right. Now they do have all the timeouts for the half. And he's scrambling. Number 19, he's scrambling. Showing his athleticism as he slides down. All right, we do have a timeout from the Port City Vikings. They're taking timeout. We're going to take a timeout. Don't y'all get too far away from that set. Come on back and see us. All right, we're back. All right, Port City has the ball with 40 seconds left at the 31 of their own side of the 50. 4 wideouts to the right, 1 wideout to the left. This game is tied up 8-8. People, this game is interesting. We said it was going to come down to the end. And he drops it. Now, if you're a football fanatic like I'm a football fanatic, let's be honest. And I'm quite sure my partner Fred may agree with me on this. The best thing was for him to drop that ball. Stop the clock. He wasn't going to go anywhere, and it was going to keep the clock moving.
All right, fans, I am down here on the field. There's 33 seconds remaining in this contest. Port City trying to come up with something. It's been as about as tight a game as you can get. It is 8-8. It would seem that we're headed towards overtime. We will see what happens on this next series. 3rd and 14 for Port City. And there's a movement up front.
All right there. We just had an illegal procedure.
There's a flag on the play.
Port City, which is going to back him up 5 yards. Now, we do have the good Fred Flowers on the field. Go give you a little play-by-play from the sideline with the fans.
So fans, there's 33 seconds remaining in the contest. It is tied 8-8 right now. Port City trying to get something going, and the ball is loose. And they're having to turn around. Number 19 escapes. That was a disaster averted, and the clock continues to, well, there's a whistle on the field. So we're going to have to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back. We've got a nail biter. We'll be back in just a moment.
20 seconds remain in this contest.
This
Has been about as all you could ask for a championship football game. The energy on the Port City sideline has not let up. Right now it is 4th down. And
they are going to punt it. They get off a
great punt. And it gets away from Columbus. Number 7 on the return. Has a lane. Gets a block. Still accelerating.
still accelerating.
He's still going.
Special teams.
I said it earlier.
Special teams was going to make the difference, and that
Does it?
Columbus is
Oh my God! Look at the replay. The size.
Special teams play. Watch the replay, fans. Leroy, take it away.
That is the way you end a championship game. That is the way you end a championship game. To walk it off. To walk off the field. A 80-yard touchdown return. 80-yard touchdown return.
All right, they're going to get ready for the handshake. We're going to step away to the 40-yard line right here. Unbelievable series of events. And all you can say is heartbreaker. Heartbreaker. Both teams giving it their all and leaving it all on the field. And it came down to a special teams play. That made all of the difference. If you recall, when I was speaking to both the coaches, I brought up special teams. You can talk turnovers. You can talk mistakes. You can talk penalties. But special teams made the difference on a punt return to end the game, and it doesn't get any better than that. Hats off to Port City. They didn't get here by accident. They paid their dues. They paid the price to get here. And they managed to dodge the proverbial bullet, if you will, along the way by winning in overtime, 28-20. Coming back from 11 down with 5 minutes left to win their conference. But tonight, one play, one run, one punt made all the difference. We're going to try to catch up with the winning team in just a moment. I'm going to take it back to my guy Leroy up there. Break it down for the fans.
Wow. 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 That's all you can say about that last play. Wow. That is the way you end a championship game. Brought to you by Moxie Media, the APDFL President's Cup. 80-yard touchdown off the left side. No penalties. Now, my hats and heart goes out to Port City Vikings.
All right.
My hat and heart goes out to the Storm, Columbus Storm. Both teams played
That's
an
your guy right there
outrageous,
who ran it back.
extremely great game.
It don't get no better than that.
Extremely great game. Nothing but love for all the effort, for all the plays, the heartache. Man, you cannot beat this. Everyone at home, I really hope you enjoyed it the way we enjoyed it. Everyone at home, please, y'all, hey, smash the like button. Hit the Facebook button. We on Twitter. We on X. We're going to step down live to Fred. Fred Flowers, my good friend, it's on you.
All right, fans, we are getting ready
For the presentation of the Commissioner's Cup, there it is.
Let's put our cameras on that big, beautiful trophy.
We're going to identify our MVP as well. What a game. I want you to introduce yourself, sir.
Absolutely. I'm Bernard Hunt, President and CEO of the APDFL. We had another good game this evening. Came down to the end of the game. Absolutely better than that.
Now, I had the pleasure of being at last year's contest where Columbus took it away.
Absolutely.
And that was another hard-fought contest. And if I recall right, special teams was the difference in that one as well.
Yes.
But this one just seemed to have a little more dynamite because of the way it went down. What are your thoughts on this game?
I was prepared for overtime. It was 8-8, 10 seconds left in the game, and they're punting. When the ball came off his foot, I said, that's a beautiful punt. So we're definitely going into overtime. And I was surprised. It was a great game. Defensive battle. I knew it would be a defensive game. That's what it was. A special team, once again, came out on top.
Well, in games like this, you know, take nothing away from Port City. They got here skinning the cat, if you will, 28-20 in overtime, down by 11 with 5 minutes remaining in the conference championship. Hats off to them.
Yeah.
Hats off to them. Not only that, because they were playing tough, they lost their starting quarterback, they lost a key running back, and they stayed in the fight. So absolutely hats off to Port City.
Hats off to Port City. Yes, indeed. They played with a great deal of resilience tonight. They gave it all. They left it all on the field. They looked real good doing it. So you can't ask for any more than that. They were down to one running back as well. Can't ask for any more than that.
And I'm telling you, number 22, he was everywhere. So outstanding job by him. So are we getting ready to present these trophies?
Yes, sir. We are. We're looking forward to it. Get ready to give out the National President's Cup, give out the conference winner plaques, and tonight's MVP.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back. So you guys get those guys ready to
Absolutely.
Receive their goods, and we're going to be right here with you along the way.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Fans, you see what's going on right now. There are your champions. I'm standing over here with Coach Warren where it's safe. Coach, I know we don't have the camera on you. Just speak up a little bit for us. Tell us how you feel, Coach. Congratulations.
Man, this is amazing. These young men fought through everything. They fought through adversity tonight. Everything we talked about pregame, it came true. They stuck together. We made enough plays, and Kobe Collins sealed the deal.
Uh-oh. All right, Coach. They soaked you. And we want to get this. We want to get to this trophy presentation. We want to get to this before they turn the lights off on us. So let's gather around here. Hey, where's that punt returner at?
Kobe.
First thing I want to do is give you all the true players. Tonight's MVP. Obviously, that's how we're going in overtime. Kobe ran that thing back, baby.
All right. How did it feel on that punt return? And the electricity going through the field.
Man, it felt good, man. I told him on the sideline what I was going to do. I told him, this shit for my mama, man. I do this shit for my mama, man. Hey.
All right.
Hey, I told him, I said, if I get this on some crazy shit, I told him straight like that. Straight like that. Put that hand up.
I'm going to share it with you. This is going to come down to special teams. That was our guess, and that's what happened. Congratulations. All right, we got to keep it moving because they're going to turn these lights off, I bet.
Second year in a row.
All right. I'm getting out of the scrum. Fans, we want to thank you. This has been a great season for APDFL. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. God bless each and every one of you. Good night. Hit that like button, ring that bell. It doesn't get any better than this. Your two-time champions back-to-back, Columbus Storm.